Cool. Transition over. Look at that. So not only have they been listening, but now they can see us with pretty names under our pictures, which are all spelled wrong, thanks to your lovely DM tonight, who managed to misspell every single person wrong in one way or another. Welcome to a Plot Points game. We are picking up right where we left off last week. So we invite you to join us, listen in, as we pick up with a group of individuals who were sent on their very first full-fledged mission with each other. It's not that they've never done adventurous things before, but they've been going through a long and rigorous training, and this was their first time without supervision. Sent off to meet their contact, where they met the individual in question, and somehow that individual was dead shortly thereafter. I don't know, go figure, but they managed to track some individuals down to a ship. There was a bloody battle, and we had a couple individuals, like a medic, bring somebody back to life. You guys have been looking at this doctor, former rifleman, who has brought one individual, raised a friend up. They look at you. You pulled the one, fished them out of the harbor water where they had leaped off the one side of the ship. You did not track down the halfling that had swam away underneath the docks, as I recall, which left you with, at last count, I had, oh gosh, where the heck did I write it down? I think there were 3 individuals with you. I gotta sort through which paper it's on. But we had the doctor, who raised up his friend, and the other individual that you fished out of the water, which left the gnome dead, one of the humans dead. Because he brought the other one back to life. So you have a total of 3 humans with you, the halfling over the side, a dead human, and a dead gnome. And a halfling that has run away, a building burning at the far end of the docks. And you guys in full control of this situation, and a terrified crew of the ship that you've invaded. To that end, the doctor looks up at you, somewhat frightened, and asks, "What are you planning to do with us now?"
That's a good question.
Aye, that might be a good idea.
I don't think any of you guys actually eat people.
Oh, that
no.
was... It was supposed to be a kind of intimidation factor. But
do you often intimidate people that are already deathly afraid of you?
yes.
When you're trying to make light of a
right.
situation that went bad really quickly.
Right?
I think it went rather well.
For us, maybe.
Yeah.
Also, someone should probably go get that gnome.
The dead gnome is maybe 5 feet.
Oh, sorry, halfling, I think. Was it halfling that jumped off?
It was. Yeah, the
Okay.
halfling that you
Yeah, I meant
growled and you were
halfling.
face to face with. Yep.
Yeah. Like one of you guys, not one of us. I think that'd been poorly.
The one human who was just recently brought back to life from near death raises his hand and says, "I'll go."
Go for it.
Yeah.
What's the worst that's going to happen? He's going to run from us. We don't have anything to do with them when we barely know what we're doing.
Oh. Well, where do you think he went to, though?
Oh, I have no idea.
Perhaps I can do some sort of circle around, or I don't know.
I think
I
you've
just want
caused
to
enough
fly.
problems flying up there.
No, that's not problems. That's just yeah, that's pretty much problems.
Yeah.
So
I pull out my cup of hot cocoa and have a few drinks on it, and then pass it off to the one that like almost died and said, "Here, drink this. It'll help out."
So you pull out this empty mug, and by the time you hand it down to the other person, the mug has this frothy layer on the top and has this aroma coming out of it, this cocoa that you're offering him. He looks at it strangely, sensing the magic, and you're offering this to the one that wants to leave the ship, right? Am I understanding that right?
Correct.
Okay. He downs it, and as he does, you watch some of the wounds that are on him that have already been somewhat doctored over by the the rifleman medic, begin to heal and close. He drinks the whole thing when he realizes the magic that's coursing through him. And then a moment later he says thank you, hands the mug back to you, and then prepares to warily take a few steps towards the edge of the boat. And as you see him getting near the edge of the boat, none of you stopping him?
I was going to say, if you find your friend, bring him back. It was all a misunderstanding.
He glances at the dead bodies on the deck, the misunderstanding, the blood that's coursing down the stairs, and turns around to go down the gangplank and literally bumps into a person who's standing there, whose jaw is kind of open, holding this cage next to him, and all you hear is, "Fornicating fairies!" And it didn't come from the man holding the cage, it came out of the cage itself. And this is a man holding a large, something feathered and something lizard-like that flies around inside the cage. It bumps into him, and that was what set it off. And the human pushes by him, runs down the steps, and the guy with the cage turns around and takes off too right after him.
I'm gonna try to go stop the guy with the cage.
Did he hand my cup back to me?
He did.
Yes.
Yeah, he had handed that back
And
to
I'm
you.
not worried about it. Let me run.
There you go.
And whatever.
Priorities are set.
By the time Den of Wolves gets to the edge of the deck, you hear a loud crash from the bottom where the human, the other human with the cage, the human that was leaving the ship, so the ship person,
Yeah.
sailor, I don't even know if we want to really call him a sailor, but the one human who has now survived, Coco human, we're going to call him Coco. Coco is headed down the deck, followed by Squawking Birdman, and they've crashed into a familiar voice, a familiar individual who was carrying a large burden. And what you actually hear, and Eric, I asked you for a list of phrases, which I don't think I quite got.
Yes.
Give
sorry
me one
about
of them
that.
now. Give me one of those now.
A list of phrases.
Come on, just do one. Let's hear it.
Shite! I don't know.
You hear from the bottom of the outside of the ship, shite, in exactly Griffin's voice, who is sitting next to you.
Oh.
No.
I just get down there and this is going so bad. I get down there to try to recover the bird friend and figure out what's going on with this caged man.
The two have actually bungled into rushing down the deck this midnight black Kenku, and they've barreled into him, knocking the Kenku's load off of his shoulders. The Kenku, you see, who is carrying Mars, dead body, over his shoulders at the bottom of the deck, and there's this complete kerfuffle of these two humans who are trying to get the heck off the ship. The cage is rolling across the ground with some bird-like thing in it. Might be tasty to you. Rolling across the ground, and they've knocked Mars off of his shoulders. And from there, we'll cut forward in time to the campfire where all of you are sitting around it. What is your first memory, Den of Wolves, as you remember seeing this Kenku that you've seen before that follows around Griffin almost all the time? And do you remember his name?
Oh, wasn't it Robin?
It
Can we
is.
say it was
Yes,
Robin?
it's Robin.
Good old Robin.
It's like the first memory of like that situation.
Sure, you're sitting around the
Yeah.
campfire. What do you want to say about it?
Oh, yeah. It's like Robin's always just comes out of nowhere with random phrases, never makes any sense. Like, why do we keep him with us? He just keeps causing more problems.
No. He's always been a bit fun, you know? It's his randomness that's always very nice and comforting, you know? It was nice.
It's your toy.
He's a spare set of hands.
No.
Spare set of hands, spare set of wings, but he can't fly.
I almost
Or
see
talk.
him as a little child. A little me, you know?
A little orphan that you've adopted?
Perhaps, yes. But
I think
Just
the
a
little
second
U
chance.
tracks. You know, Big Trouble, Little Trouble. That at least tracks.
I mean, we didn't need the body. Why did he bring the body?
well, that's why he's the sidekick. Can't be perfect.
Oh my.
Thank God.
It's just crazy. Here we go thinking, they were going to kidnap us when we were supposed to help them kidnap somebody else. And I mean, it was just a mess. And then he had to make it worse.
We're all very trusting, and that's what led to the situation.
Very true. But the first mission couldn't have gone perfect.
During this whole issue going on here.
When in doubt.
I'm Mike, also known as OreoXWolf. For anyone who follows my Twitch, I play VTubers, usually a variety of games, mainly Smite. Currently, it's the game I most enjoy playing. But it goes from that, and then like every couple other days, I'll play some variety, usually some assortment of roguelite games. But lately I haven't been streaming, but I should be posting my schedule for the week on Monday if anyone wants to check my Twitter, also at OreoXWolf. I should be posting it there and hopefully get a good week of streaming in this week because I'm done helping my friend renovate. And then I'll toss it over to Eric.
Woo! Thanks. Hey guys. So I'm just a D&D player. So this is where you can find me. I was originally on the Thursday night game, so next week, unfortunately, will probably be the last one for that game. But you can still find me here doing some crazy stuff. And other than that, I gotta send it off to Kat.
Well, I'm, of course, here, and sadly, thanks to speaking about jobs and rearranging people's schedules, I also got a job. So, but I don't start till April, and I don't lose my Mondays till later in April. So April 19th will be my last time playing here. So we'll see what all we get in before that happens. And then I will be teaching English at the Japanese School of Guam after that.
Nice.
Awesome.
And of course, what we have left is our wonderful Blaze Dragonborn, Brock.
Hello, everyone. I'm Brock. I will be playing the Dragonblood Dragonborn Blaze in this game. I have nothing going on outside of this other than work, and in the process of building a couple decks onto my new home, and that's about it.
Wow. Well, that's actually quite a bit, brother, to be doing. So, wow. Sounds like you're all have a lot going on. We got people coming in. We got people going out. We got all sorts of craziness happening, if you ask me. But you know what? That's kind of par for the course with any plot points game. Craziness. We don't railroad people. We just see what happens in life, and it seems like a whole lot is happening in your lives. I want to thank you all for being here tonight. I want to thank our viewers for being here with us, too. Yeah, building decks, plural. Yeah. Strangers lifted you up in the chat. You know what? Yeah, he is kind of inspiring. In fact, I try to pick the most inspiring people that I can to just join us and do different things to share their lives. So, speaking of sharing lives, let's share our adventure, because that's kind of got a life of its own. Let's step back into it, away from the campfire, back in time. Den of Wolves, you just saw Robin at the bottom of the deck, knocked back, Marce's body falling off. Clearly, this Kenku on his little spindly legs with no real wings, unlike your Arakocra friend, or at least flightless wings. He's kind of like a little penguin in all his black. Clearly, this Kenku rolling back and whatnot, getting to his feet, and he is armed. You've seen him fight before with his Kenku, or excuse me, with his Arakocra master ward. I don't even know what you would call the relationship. Let's just call them special friends for today.
Associate.
You're the take it away, Den of Wolves.
Does anything look like it's about, like, does the cage or any of the people look like they're about to fall off the deck?
No, they're rolling back. Yep, away from the
I'm
water.
gonna go try to start picking people up off the gang crew and back up and try to what are you guys doing? What are you doing here, Mr. Person who had a cage?
You go over to this older man and help him to his feet. And inside the cage, you can see, again, there is something that looks half lizard-like, but it's got feathery wings. So it's really unusual. It's kind of snapping at the bars and whatnot, running about. And it's talking about, fornicating fairies and a couple other choice words spouting out of its mouth. And you realize that was where the voice came from, was this dragon parrot inside the cage. The old man thanks you for helping him get to his feet. Looks you over a little bit. You're not sure if he hasn't seen a Tabaxi before, but he seems clearly impressed. All up on the deck, you hear this crash that went down. In the meantime, Den of Wolves, he tells you, he goes, well, I was supposed to deliver this. And he kind of looks over and he sees Marce's dead body. He goes, but I'm guessing you all are busy and I don't want to interrupt you now. It's okay. And he starts trying to pull away, but you're holding on to his arm pretty well from having helped him up, so he can't really get away.
I just thank him for the delivery and I let him go.
I head over
I
to
don't
take a
want
look,
anyone
see if I
else
can
here.
calm down the critter in the cage.
All right, so
I was gonna say, is he leaving the cage?
coming down the deck comes the Dragonborn, and no, it appears that the older man was going to be picking it up and taking it with him, but now that Tabaxi has let him go. Did you wish to stop him from taking the bird with him?
Aren't you supposed to be delivering that?
You're up on the deck. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
They're the ones that went over there. Do you want to leave and go meet them? She's like, I'm in a Valorious. I am all places. I am a half elf.
Did we not just hear him say he was going to deliver that?
You did. You're down there with him.
He did.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you're going to deliver it, we'll go ahead and take delivery of that.
Oh, but I was delivering it, and he kind of points to Marce's dead body, to her.
And so you have done so.
Are you going to pay me?
With your life.
What did she owe you?
Says 12 gold.
Was there that amount in her pouch?
There is far more than the 12 gold in that pouch
Okay,
that
I
you
hand
got
him the
earlier.
12 gold and relieve him of the cage.
The old man thanks you and gets away as fast as he can. In the meantime, the human got up and has proceeded to leave the area, presumably in search of his halfling friend. Which leaves you only with Robin, Marce's dead body, and a cage in your hand in Den of Thieves.
Oh my.
Robin, just bring the body on the deck. I just start walking back. Kind of like just defeated, walking back on to the deck.
Robin curses a couple more times using other chosen phrases that you've often heard come out of Griffin's mouth, and proceeds to, pick up this bird and pick up Marce's dead body and start dragging it up the deck behind. Brock, is Blaze going to stay down there, or is Blaze coming back up too?
No, he's heading back up on the ship. He hollers at Griff if he's seen the other one that he was looking for yet.
Wait, I'm sorry. What was that? Kind of cut out for a second.
I just holler up at you as you're flying around trying to locate this other one.
Oh, that's right. I am flying. Do I see anything at all while I'm up there by any chance?
I forgot that you were still flying, to be honest. So you saw the whole thing unfold. Yeah,
He never
foolishly.
No, I like the air.
he's like, I'm fast in the air.
I send my weakling Robin to do the dirty work on the ground sometimes.
Speaking of Weakling Robin at the top of the deck, he's making a few choice sounds up towards you, which you know is his way of asking you to come down, and another sound about, it sounds more like rushing wind coming out of his voice, which is his desire to fly that you often hear.
Oh. Okay, so Griff comes back down and goes to Robin and says, "Oi, quiet down. Why are you so loud? This is the loudest I've ever heard you. Calm down. You'll never get anywhere doing that, saying those things." And then goes to Blaze and just kind of approaches and just be like completely bewildered because he's still, I think at this point, still drunk. So goes to Blaze and it's just like, what is going on here?
I asked him what he saw while he was up there, if he saw the one he was missing, and do we also still have the medic up on board?
Oh, got an inspiration. Hey, you guys have got to watch the chat better than me. Just so you know, we did see a PC was given inspiration. That was Blaze, so that you understand that. At least from what I can see in here. Yeah, Frozen Finder redid that. I'm scrolling back just a little bit to check if we missed anything. Stranger redeemed Wild Magic Surge. Sorry, not sorry. So, first spell, expect that to be happening. Now, so that you know, Stranger, one of the things that we're changing is, well, we do have a Warlock and stuff. One of the things that we're changing is we will be adding surges to more than just our magic users. So we have class surges that will happen as well. I don't believe if I had that tagged in there yet that you have to tag who you want it to happen to. For right now, we'll play it just as the first magic that pops off, and then after that, our players will, or our viewers, who are also our players, will know. And they can really tag somebody they like or / don't like with surges. And then we have Shad and Shackle. Get a devil's bargain. So he gave it, that's the D4. Griffin, you have a D4. I will make tokens for these later that we can tag on the screen. But you have a D4 that you can add to any roll, but I get a D6 to add to my pool to use when I would like. That's straight out ripped from the Curse of Strahd game, if anybody's wondering. A variation thereof, where players can choose to do it. But I chose to give it to our viewers because you know what? I played an entire Curse of Strahd campaign, and an entire campaign, we're talking like a year and a half, and not one player would ever take one of those Strahd dice. I thought that was very cruel of the players. I still harbor. Yes, I wasn't going to call you out, but yes, I felt very cheated as a DM. I had a beautiful cup with dice, and nobody ever used them. So I chose to give it to our viewers because I know our viewers like chaos. So
yes, they also like you to have disadvantage for your next roll.
What?
Yay!
Who did that? What evil viewer did that? Alea, I trusted you. Why would you do that to me? I trusted you. Oh, I'm writing that down because that's against me. Yes, I like to empower our viewers to be against the DM rather than anything else. So I do have one Strahd dice though that I could use on that. So. Why would I want to use it then? Because disadvantage is automatically going to take the lower roll. So no. Ooh, yes, good to know. So yes, all our 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th players, whatever, I don't know what, 12th man. The 12th man player over there is messing with the game already. Beauty. You guys have to track your own stuff. I'm not doing that. I will track my disadvantage on my next roll. And keep my little Strahd dice to myself.
And whatever devil's bargain is.
That's the Strahd dice.
That's
the devil's bargain is they get to choose somebody to give a D4 to, which is, in this case, they gave it to Griffin. But I get a D6 to add later when I would like. So basically, they can help you out in a pinch. They'll be like, yes, here, take a D4, man, make that happen. But I get a D6 later. So, yes, I love chaos too. Love it, Alea. Love it. God bless. Glad you're here. Glad every one of our viewers is here. You guys are awesome. I love watching you talk to one another and whatnot. Family. We got a big family and it's growing. That's what Plot Points is all about. Love and family. To get back into it. What did you need from me?
The medic's still up on the deck, correct?
Yes.
With me?
Yes. Okay. Only because we did leave a guard. I was kind of hoping that Anna would follow down, come back to an empty deck. They're not stupid.
Call her over at the medic and ask him where would be a good place to place the body, give it a place of rest, kind of show a little bit of respect for her. Maybe down below.
They're kind of mortified. They didn't know anything about Mars being dead. And they're looking at
actually,
Mars
we
with
told
the
them.
head
Yeah, we
pricked
told them.
over. Yeah, but
No,
they
we only
didn't
told
necessarily...
one, I think. Did we?
We started a bar fight that ended up in her death.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
yeah.
right. Yeah.
And they went, sure.
you
They
go.
did not believe us.
Plot point to Mike. Yeah, our viewers can give plot points. They can do all sorts of things now. They got like a whole huge list I made. Wow, they have so much stuff. I love empowering people. The individual, you're going to have to make a persuasion roll on that one, Blaze, because I'm not sure they're going to actually...
It wasn't our fault.
8.
Yeah, you know what? I don't have that. I'm going to have to put that on the screens yet. All right, that's the next thing I'll get in there was the rules.
Swear.
That did not come through yet, unfortunately. So something's up with the linking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going through on Beyond, but not on...
Okay, so an 8. The individual tells you that probably on the upper deck near the ship's wheel, which controls the ship when it's at sea, might be a nice place to lay out the Captain Mars, and they refer to Mars as Captain.
Hey, Griff, you want to go ahead and have Robin take care of that?
Absolutely. Robin.
Robin, who has
No.
just dumped Mars on the deck, unceremoniously, looks over at you and says, Robin, in your own voice back, and tilts his head to the side, like, which is Robin's way of basically saying, F you whenever you do that,
Oh, golly.
That's rude.
Robin! He flips his head to the other side.
I've got so much work to do with this one.
And then, as you say, so much work to do, he puts out his wings, flying as if waiting for you to teach him to fly. Yes, you do have a lot of work to do.
It's
He
never
repeats
gonna
with your
happen,
voice.
dude.
Don't worry, Robin. The next time we get to a cliff, I will push you. Jeez.
I
Big
walk
Rock.
over and pick up the body and carry it up and place it where I was told.
There you go. Robin is very appreciative of that place. Having now dragged this body through the streets, may have been followed, may have not. Nobody's thought to ask, but you don't see anybody else outside the ship yet. You go up and you place Marsa's dead body down.
I cast Unseen Servant and start cleaning things up.
Ooh, very good. So the unseen servant starts trying to move around.
Quite dangerous because there's
Well,
magic
magic.
going to happen now.
Oh, plot point for
man.
that. Let's roll on a
Here we go.
table.
Not that I knew, but
Make things interesting.
Now the DM, very quickly, since I didn't do it before the show, goes over to my file folder of 10,000 things that I have. I have no idea how many wild magic things I have. Oh my gosh. How many things are in this?
For all those
What-
wondering in
what do I
chat,
need to
Eminem
roll?
has a key lime
Well,
pie
I'm just going to
flavor.
randomly pick one
They're
of
really
my
good.
tables this time, so let's find out.
Just
And we're gonna
finding
go
out about
for-
this.
Because they're in my
You
room.
are a
Yes, they are
ranger.
in your room. And guess what? Guess what? Give me a second.
Go ahead and roll a D100, please.
You gonna take one? Damn, that's really good.
And you
I
rolled a
told you.
69. Again, I don't have it up on the screen. Sorry, everybody.
69.
Funny. Funny.
I don't get it. I missed it. Oh, sure.
Okay. If I remember correctly, your servant is invisible, but I don't remember in the rules if you can see your servant or not.
I don't think so.
I think you just know where it is, but
Yeah.
you don't actually see anything.
Yeah, I
from
thought it
what
was
I
just
know.
something invisible that happened kind of thing.
It's like broom sweeping them for
It just says
themselves.
invisible, mindless, shapeless force that performs simple tasks
You see
for
your
an hour.
the invisible thing moving things about, so you see the effects of it. And as it begins to move things over near the gnome's body and whatnot, you see the gnome's crossbow get picked up, flipped around, and you see it starting to be loaded by your invisible servant.
So what are
How
you
quickly
doing? You don't
can
need to
I
load a
stop?
crossbow.
How quickly can I attack a crossbow?
Guys, I must have drank
I don't
a
know
lot
what's
more than I
going on.
thought.
It's supposed to be cleaning.
I don't know what's going on, but I saw a crossbow
Is anybody
start
within reach of
floating.
crossbow?
You see the blood being wiped off of this thing as you're telling it to clean, and it's making sure the crossbow is perfectly clean and loaded, and
I will go take the crossbow.
it pulls against you trying to hold on to this.
No! Give me the crossbow.
You manhandle it away from the poor homunculus, who then goes
Clean!
over and starts. It proceeds to start cleaning the gnome body and takes the gnome's long dagger off of it. It starts
No.
cleaning that off.
Anybody
seems to be
want a
obsessed.
dagger?
Seems to be obsessed with the weapon now, and
Did you do
Give
this?
me the
No.
dagger now.
It's the ghost of the people we just killed.
Oh, Griffin.
and then it starts. Den of Wolves. You don't have to make a
Yes.
perception roll, but you can see now that she's busy over there arguing with the homunculus over weapons, which has also grabbed the attention of your Warlock friend. And Dragonborn Blaze is up on deck, the upper deck. The two humans have moved about 3 to 4 feet towards the railing, and you realize they're getting ready to take off.
Mm.
Do you want to let them go, or?
I let them go. I don't. If I stop them, everyone else is gonna kill them. I can't stop them. I don't trust my team to not kill them anymore.
You know, that's not a bad thought.
Let them live. Go be
Mercy.
free, my children.
Be free.
I
down at
turn
her,
around like
hold
I'm.
tight. We need to get this situation cleared up before anybody leaves.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Of course, I'm
I
sitting there arguing
see.
with my unseen servant trying to take away weapons.
As you are still working with that, and Blaze, you're getting ready to come back down the steps, you hear a splash, and followed by a quick other splash, and then a third splash as these individuals dive off the deck on the far side to try and get away.
Oh my goodness. They'd rather swim for it.
Well, you're in a dock area. It's not like they have to swim a whole lot of far.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Not like you're out in the middle of the ocean and they're like, hey, somehow we're going to live.
Hey guys, you want to steal a ship?
Ooh, kind of.
You can still
Anybody know
go.
how to sail it?
Nope. We can figure it out though.
Oh god. Can Griffin see perhaps these people swimming away?
Oh, I just thought of something. Griffin, I need you to make a perception roll, please.
Oh snap!
Uh-oh.
Griffin,
You
you're
do not
dead.
have to use your D4 on this roll. I think it's just something you hold on to. I put in the chat. So you choose
just-
when you want to use that.
You just realized you're dead.
Oh man!
Good job.
Not
for seeing
today.
You noticed something that Den of Wolves and the others could not have noticed. And that was that the things that splashed in the waters weren't people. There was something pushed off the deck rapidly, 3 big things. But you noticed with your bird vision and your aerial sight that they are hanging on the side of the ship.
Oh.
Out of sight.
wonderful.
You can only see
Affable.
it because you're up high.
Correct. So, I'm going to fly and hover where they're hanging, and just say, "Hello, friends. What are you doing?"
I feel so bad for the NPCs who can't seem to get away with anything. Flight kills everything in games. All right, why is this thing not focusing? Focus. Come back. There we go. There we go. The one shakes his head, and it's the medic. Like, God, this is just going from bad to worse. It actually says that. And the other one, we're going to assume you guys knew enough to disarm these guys, even though nobody ever said it. Gives you a visual symbol with his hand that basically is less than loving. It's a little bit rude, asking you to fly away in no uncertain terms. But now cluing in Den of Wolves that they're still over there. Maybe he's talking to them in the water. Who knows? As you can see him hovering.
Blaze sees Griff flying over there chatting, so he assumes they're over there. So he walks over, looks over the side. Are they within reach?
Yeah, you could grab the ropes that they're on and pull them up.
I'm gonna grab two and start pulling them up.
In moments, you have the three of them back on the ship once more. And the one mutters something about waste of a good invisibility spell.
Wow. Obviously not good enough.
He goes, and then the other one says, Captain's plans never plan out the way he thinks.
Oh.
Didn't you just say Mars was the captain?
I'll flat out tell them if they want to leave, they can leave after we just figure out what the heck's going on.
Wait, so how did Mars had the emergency plan of you guys hanging off the side of the ship?
Doesn't seem like a good enough
You think it's
plan.
the first time we've been boarded?
I'm just
Maybe
amazed
because
this is the first time it failed. Well, Mars doesn't seem to come up with good plans because the last time she planned on leaving a place, she ended up falling. So
and
And dying, yeah. Yeah. She started a bar fight.
aren't you a
and killed her.
doctor? Can't you determine the cause of death and determine, for the most part, that since you've seen how we killed all of your friends, that this isn't how we killed Mars? Because we can't. I don't think any of us have the ability to simulate the fall that she had with our bare
Her
hands.
rapid aging, didn't she like suddenly age a lot?
He goes, what do you even want from us? And that's the medical doctor actually looks at you and he goes, I don't know what magic you used. He goes, and I don't really care. He goes, what do you want here? He goes, clearly you came to steal the ship.
Just an
You just killed
explanation.
everybody.
Well, we came on the ship because we were told to. We were cautious because we didn't have anyone actually with us. And then we had a weapon pointed at us, so we overreacted.
basic rules of
Maybe a
engagement.
So now we still just want to do our job so that we can do our job and not have to tell people that we failed.
And hopefully get paid.
Yes.
I just don't want to tell them that we failed.
Mm.
It looks
I'd
real
like to get
bad.
paid.
Well, getting paid is definitely part of what that letter said at the bottom of it that he was reading in Thieves Can't. So they're like, well, Mars was the one that hired you. He goes, all we knew is what we told you, that, you know, you were supposed to be getting some witch.
So we'll gather more information. You can be promoted to captain and everything can work out.
Anybody here know how to sail this ship?
Well, we've sailed it many times. He goes, we haven't been in dock that long.
Do you know the location of this witch we're supposed to grab?
They kind of look at one another. They're like, it's the Witch of Aurice. You're in the city of Aurice. It's the sovereign's wife. And the other one punches him and says, no, girlfriend. His wife, girlfriend, what's the difference?
Well, if he's actually married, there could be a difference.
It was,
So then you guys know
Just
once
a
we
bit.
get her where we're supposed to take her, correct?
the one points over to the steel cell. They said last time, he goes, we're supposed to lock her up there. And then the captain had plans on where we were taking her. She didn't share everything with us.
I have instructions that the captain was keeping on them. They're very poorly written, so I have to take time to figure it out. But you guys can just sit here. We could go finish this kidnapping, which apparently involves this bird thing, I think, maybe. And I need to figure out these instructions.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I'm trying to be assertive. Someone save me.
Someone save me.
Make an investigation roll for me, and
Problem is, I don't think
based
I'd
on
be
your
able to read
investigation
these yet.
roll, we'll see if you can't crack the rest of this code that you got the surface off of. And get some more
I was so close to a 20.
Yeah.
It's not anymore. I just watched it sit on like the 20 and then flop over to an 8.
Oh, the beauty of D&D Beyond is that you get to see the dice moving, which I do want to get going because you can do it somewhat on Roll20, but I don't know if it'll bring it over from D20 that way. I am going to. You guys speak for yourself. I want to get some Roll20 chats up there real quick.
Okay.
Add display capture. Roll20.
So yes, if you can figure out where we're supposed to take this lady, we can go kidnap her. And then you guys can help us, and we'll all get the money. And because there's less people, our shares will be bigger.
I enjoy you trying to convince them.
Money is nice, yes. Because it buys a lot of drinks.
It might
You
be
need
able
to
to
drink
teach
less.
Robin, you might be able to learn how to fly with enough money.
Robin takes on the Scottish accent and starts, using some words that your little Scots Arakocra uses a lot about learning to fly.
Eric,
I've
give
been
words.
waiting a long time to learn to fly from this guy.
Oh my god.
You're getting the sensation that
Robin.
maybe
And then once we take care of all of this, you guys would then be free, but you'll have some more money in your pockets. And, we'll all be good. This sounds like a really great idea.
I agree. It is very kind of nice that we have an actual mission now.
you had an
If we can stop messing it up, yes.
No, we did not mess this one up. It just took a deviation.
There was a good chance we were going to be the kidnapped victims. I mean, come on.
Listen, it was improvise, adapt, overcome. Look at us now.
I don't think that's a viable thing.
We're alive, aren't we?
Never heard that saying before in my life.
Well, the rest of us have, so I don't know what to tell you. What boot camp did you go to?
I didn't. I went to basic training.
He's the only one here that went to basic, by the way, people. So he's outnumbered heavily.
I'm still wondering what the heck the Kenku did during your basic. Or if that's where you picked him up. Was he the reject?
He was
in the medical rehab platoon.
No, he was. Oh my god, he
Cliff
wasn't
jumping.
medical the whole time. He just kept getting pushed back. He never
He fell
made
out
the
of
action.
The old man of the medical
time we had
rehab
to go
platoon.
A long rug. He just fell out. Got into a van.
He failed the rappel. Training.
You just let go of the rope and
Every
trying to
time.
fly.
Which is my favorite
Right?
picture because it tried to fly, but it was on the rope, so it's just sitting there like, but not moving anywhere because it's clearly connected.
So we're not only
They
beating
told him to
this-
death grip the rope, but he just decided not to because he thought he could fly.
Believe I can fly.
Oh my god.
maybe this is he's actually the one that knows how to control a ship. Has anybody ever asked?
Oh.
He doesn't know how to follow directions.
That's true. He doesn't.
Crouch fired.
He's a disrespectful private.
He's your ward. Love him. Care for him. Protect him. Don't push him off of cliffs
my.
anymore. So
So they-
we now do have rolls on this, so we can use that there. That's not a problem. You get into looking at it, and that's your final number is a 10 because I showed it to chat.
Yes.
Nobody jumped in and helped you out. So, all right. So I'll give
yeah,
you the
you
first
don't wanna
couple
use any
things.
platform?
You figure out the top.
I forgot about flat points. I'll remember that next.
You
Okay.
can change it now. You can change it
Um,
now. I have not given the results.
I can. I just need this to succeed. I'm just gonna make it a 19.
There you go.
Okay. So you dump, you punch it to a 19. No chat helps you out with the extra plot point to make it a dirty 20. So at a 19, you learn that there's actually a timetable on this. It talks about at 2 a.m. meeting with the others, and then covering the exit via a bar fight. At 3 a.m., picking up the package so that I can meet with the others at the Wall of Shields, and then it emphasizes with a line and an arrow back to the Wall of Shields, it says. You guys know where the Wall of Shields is because you've been in town now for weeks and whatnot. It's actually right outside the Sovereign's estate. An entire wall, prophetically, of shields of enemies that have been crushed in the past that have tried to hurt them. It says about meeting them. And then it has a door with a question mark. It says. Then there's at 3:30, it talks about guard - rogue, lizard, love question mark. At 3:45, it says aerial recon. Talks about a lanai, balcony, garden, sleep question mark. 4-ish, and you get that idea of a rogue where you're like, this is where it starts to get a little more, play it by ear. 4-ish, guards return. Garden exit, rope, question mark. 4:30, garden guardians. 5:30, high tide sail. There's a note since you got a 19. Dirty 20, Stranger Lane bumped you up. So you're going to get the... Ooh. I'm guessing she gave you a plot point or something because she says dirty 20 in there, but I don't see anything that was given in the chat. No, I don't see anything there. You know about your own unseen? Yeah, no, nothing there. She says yes, but nothing was passed over. She's just like, I just want it to happen. So, well, you have plot points. Use them how you like. 100 plot points donates over a plot point to a character. Or I don't know how to do the thing. It's on your list of take one of my plot points from Thursday. No, you cannot do that. Oh, I love her devotion. There you go. Doherty D&D redeemed 1 plot point to a player for 200. There you go.
There we go.
And Shadden too. Woohoo! Both our players want to give you, so you actually have an extra. With the dirty 20, you are able to also get the next part, which was just going to say wipeout, is wiping the Witch of the Memory. And there's actually a question how, which indicates, at least when he wrote this, or she wrote this up, Mars did not have an answer. But there's a destination, and this is the bonus which you get. The destination is actually drop witch in Heavenly City, get paid. That was the get paid you noticed earlier, but you didn't know the location. But with the dirty 20, you do get it. So yeah, channel points are your way to control the entire game, people.
Do we know what time it currently is?
Right now,
I guess it would be around 3.
It's just after 3. You're actually running behind. It's about 3:15. You know the wall was not far from the inn that you were at.
I think we can still make this happen, guys.
I say we go for it.
Sure, let's do it.
Are you guys down to sail this ship to? I tell them the location again. Sorry, I already brain fart.
The Heavenly City is to the south. It's
Heavenly
the
City.
Oriental City that controls all the Sutherlands south of the wall.
If you guys drop us off at the Heavenly City, if we get the witch, then you get paid. You never have to see us again, probably.
The 3 of them quickly talked. Well, the 2 of them, because you let one go. That's right. Quickly talk amongst themselves. Deciding the best route, and they agree very quickly.
Okay, we need to
Alright.
get going to the wall.
He's got that list of supplies. Let's make sure we have everything off with us when we go.
All right. No idea.
Where are you planning to find those supplies?
It should be
What
on the
are
boat.
the supplies? We might have them.
No, yeah, I didn't write down the list last time.
Well, rope.
Yeah, well, rope's definitely one of them.
Yeah, rope.
I think I do too.
Yeah.
We know one of them's probably this lizard.
Pick up
bird.
the package, meet at the Wall of Shields, find the door, 3:30 because he got bumped up to a 20. So
Yeah.
there's other stuff that I didn't say earlier on. All right. So the Wall of Shields.
so
It
the
did talk
package-
about open the door at the Wall of Shields.
Anything we don't have, we can acquire along the way.
Hopefully.
Guard, rogue, lizard, love ? And with the arrow pointing back to the guard. Aerial recon was about Lanai, sleep ? So there was something planned there. Garden, exit, rope ? Garden, guardians. High tide sail, then wipe the witch's memory and drop her off and get paid.
Well, we definitely need to grab the caged birdman lizard thing
Yeah.
and head out and try and do that.
Yeah. I think so too.
Can I
And
speak
I
with
also
this
think I'm
thing?
supposed to seduce a guard.
Say that again, Brock.
Can I speak with this thing?
The dragon parrot? You can try.
Yeah.
You can try whatever you like.
Okay. Am I getting anything from it as I talk to it?
Hey, dude.
Give me some, how are you trying to talk to it? Give me some ideas here. Are you talking to it like a person? Like, hey, how you doing? You know, you might, or are you like, it's a parrot, so it's a dragon parrot.
Okay. I'm trying to talk to it in dragon language.
It's Griffin
Oh, that's very interesting.
I was going to say, it's Griffin and Blaze's baby.
Oh no.
Well, I don't know about all that, but hey,
Griffin got a little too drunk one night.
You
okay?
speak
Just
Draconic
relax.
to you? That's one of your languages? As you
I
start growling at it and moving, make an animal handling check for us. Let's see that. Oh, we won't see it on the Roll20, unfortunately.
13.
13 it is. It starts cozying up to the side of the cage and starts repeating phrases, not in Draconic, but in the common tongue, which seems to be the language of this land, as he starts spouting it off with this almost Aurice accent. You realize that the bird is imitating its last owner. The crew, which now works with you, says, "My God, that sounds exactly like, what was his name?" And he hits his buddy. He goes, "That sounds like the Sovereign's Guard." He goes, "You know, the one that runs the whole state." He goes, "Barks all the people around. Didn't he just die like 4 days ago?" And everyone's like, he goes, "Yeah." He goes, "Why, are you bucking for the job?" And they start having this conversation, but you realize it belonged to the former individual who ran the entire estate for the Sovereign.
Well, it's probably his pet. I'm assuming that they were pretty close, and so maybe any key words that need to be repeated or anything like that, it might know.
Yes,
You know,
and we can use that to teach the
Polly want a
Kanku,
cracker
and the
or something like
Kanku
that.
can repeat it and get the guards to move because they're going to think it's their guy raised back from the dead.
Wow.
That's
That's not bad.
Right?
A little far fetched,
That's a
but
strategy.
interesting.
Robin repeats, "A little far-fetched."
You only speak when spoken to, Robin. Remember that.
He gives you one of your profanities back. "Shite!"
No.
Oi. Okay, let's
So-
get moving, and we can
Yes.
talk on the way. If we
Yes,
have
let's
more
go and do
plans,
this.
'cause I don't have a plan.
To the
Okay,
wall!
Set sail, sailor boys.
Not
With
yet.
haste.
Oh,
Get ready
oops.
to.
Well, I thought we were hasty. Okay.
They tell you that they'll be
Hurry
ready to
behind. We
sail
gotta make up some time.
if you
When we
make
get
it
back.
back.
All right.
But they're telling you they will be ready to sail at high tide.
All right.
Got it.
Ooh. All right.
Kraken.
Kraken. Like a tank.
You realize at the far end of the docks that fire, which has spread, again has brought down quite a bit of the city. Fire, wood,
Why?
not good in a city and whatnot.
No.
So they are going into full firefighting. In fact, you're seeing storm clouds being pulled in. Somebody's using magic down there and other things to try and fight this fire.
That sounds good.
Right, the distraction.
Let's go
Turns out
to
not
the
all
wall.
the plans ended up badly.
Oh, I'm
set
pretty
off
sure
by
she can't mess up a bomb. Okay, let's go. let's get to this wall, guys. We can't mess up. Yes, we got it. We're geniuses. We solved
Of
everything.
course.
Let's go.
We do everything purposefully, even though it's by accident.
Agreed. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Kenku shakes his head and uses a different profanity this time, as if it's never seen that.
Robin, stop telling them the truth. That you need to lie to them to make them work more efficiently. Let's go.
The Kenku goes over and starts barking at the humans using that same Scottish accent, trying to tell them what to do, as if he were Griffin, to get them working more efficiently.
Ah, that's more like it.
Are you guys leaving the Kenku here and taking off?
Griffin, that's on you.
Oh, yeah. No, he has to come with me. It's kind of a contractual obligation.
The five
Robin.
of you quickly bring Robin along. He follows your orders. He's waiting for you to teach him to fly, so he is not going to break that bond anytime soon. The Kenku follows along. Now, are you flying? Does that mean you're walking? Because you guys all know the Arakocra is really slow on land. As he waddles along.
Well,
his
we
little
gotta
bird
get there
legs.
quick.
Yeah. I mean, that's on you.
We're trying to make up time
Yeah.
where we can.
That's
Yeah,
that's
so-
true.
You gotta
Yeah.
just try to fly and keep pace. Not
That's
hit
fair.
buildings.
You can do that.
Yeah, I can do that. How long has it been since I had my last drink, by the way? Which
Uh-oh.
was at the tavern or the.
It's been a while.
An hour, maybe.
And
So you might have lost one.
Aye, okay. Well, he's not
Yeah, but
going
he
to be
worked up
flying
a
through
good
these.
sweat during the fight.
Yeah, that's,
He tends to sober a person up pretty quick.
If we
Yeah,
quickly
that's
drown
true.
him in the water
That's true.
for a little bit, he'll come. He'll start to sober.
sober me up real quick. Okay, well, he's not going to fly absolutely perfectly, but he's not as bad as he was an hour ago. So, yeah, we'll fly. Well, I'll fly.
Okay.
Hey, you were able to hover and tease those guards hanging on the side of the ship, so you can't be too bad off. So he takes to flight in his staggering drunken master flying ability. And the Warlock is up there in the air. You guys start heading. Where are you heading for?
The door in the wall.
The wall of shields.
Anything particular you're doing along the way? Or are you guys like just, straight through the streets as fast as possible, being stealthy about this, sticking to rooftops? I don't know. What
We
are you
gotta
doing?
try and be quick and stealthy
I think
because we don't have much time. So we want to be quick, but we want to be as stealthy as possible at the same time.
we get stealth, like we quickly get close, and then we can get a little stealthy as we get closer, like
Yeah, once we're a little
within
bit
a couple, within essentially like a couple blocks or something, maybe.
One of the
We'll try to
things
get-
you realize is that as you head through the streets attempting to be stealthy, now that we know you're doing that, most of the streets are empty. People have all gone to this dockfire either to watch or to help. And in fact, as you finally close the distance, so you don't need a whole lot of creeping along in shadows, you're able to like literally dash from like building to building, street to street, getting there. And when you get to the wall, one of the things you notice is the guards are missing mostly too.
Whew.
Because
People
the
just want to
city
see the wall
fire-
burn.
Well, when it's down there at the boats, and this is a trade city, a major city on the edge of the. Whoops! I guess I gotta move that back a little bit under the overlay. My bad. You can see that the I don't have the map zoomed in there. Darn it! My bad. Anyways, the map that I traditionally put up there would show you that it's on the coast, and so. In fact, right here where I'm pointing, you can see the wall. Ooh, look at that. Oh, I'm cheating. There we go. That's the city right there on the edge, and it's a coastal city where they are Aurice or Aurice, depending on who you talk to. You guys are able to get now near the wall, and the entire thing, again, these walls are attached to it. Some are massive shields, some are small bucklers. It's just a collection of various enemies that over the years have dared to attack the city, but the sovereign has always provided troops to protect the denizens herein.
Okay.
Well, I'm sorry, Mike. Did you want to go?
No, sorry. I was kind of
Alright.
talking to myself. Out
Oh,
loud.
okay. So flying in the air, right? Can Griff get some sort of maybe different, like not advantage? Sorry, no, perspective on
Yeah.
like the lay of the land.
You realize that part of the wall, not totally untypical. It doesn't just have open areas on the other side, but part of it has buildings, and one section of the wall of shield, which is just one wall around the sovereign estate, has what appears to be a very small building. It's too small to be a guardhouse or anything else. Maybe it's a shack where they store tools or something like that. It can't be bigger than 20 or 30 feet. And it does have a door on the other side of it. But when you fly over this estate, you notice this small building attached to part of the wall of shields. And the other thing you notice is they don't like people flying over the estate, and arrows start to fly at you from the inside. What's your AC?
Uh-oh.
Oh god.
Because you're a pretty big bird. You've got like a 10-foot wingspan.
Damn, well, that's true. There's really no hiding that.
Yeah, but with as
Oh,
dark as it is, and with all the
dude.
smoke in the air, how would they be able to see him if he's up high?
The
Yeah,
smoke
well,
is
that-
down at the docks because you guys have left the docks and come up to the Sovereign's estate. So there's not a lot of smoke in the air. And other than that, it's just a pretty clear night. They've summoned storms and whatnot down there. It is not covered in the entire area. And he kind of stands
Okay.
out because right now the people on the inside are nervous that most of the guards on the outside have been pulled away. So climbing over the wall, probably not a good option. What is your
Go
AC
through the
again?
wall.
I have your AC down as Griffin, AC of 12, which means
Yes, sir.
you are now a punching bag because I got a nat 20 and a 17 nat without their bonuses, which means
Damn.
No, you have to roll at
Yeah.
disadvantage.
disadvantage. Woohoo! So I'm gonna take that nat 20 and
Ooh.
we're gonna roll again, and I got a 17.
Way to go,
So-
Cat. I forgot
So
about that.
he doesn't get the critical damage. Nice save. Thank you for that. Take a plot point for that.
Ooh.
Let's roll for some damage. Ooh,
I forgot he hasn't
still
rolled since
not
that
good
happened.
though.
Yeah.
That is a total of 11 points of damage. So literally a couple of arrows strike you. Don't forget you were at full hit
No,
points before you started
I'm
this.
down. I'm down.
We see our bird friend die.
Did you remember to up your hit points for level 2?
yeah. It only brought me up one.
So I would like you to roll on your. I would like you to make an acrobatics thing and see whether or not you fall outside the wall or inside the wall.
All right.
I'm going to go back to the main screen where I can throw my dice rolls on really quick.
12.
It's over 10, so you manage to. He comes flying down. You guys see him hit with arrows as he falls to the outside of the wall. Come
Oh
on,
my.
camera.
We need to go and heal him.
Thank God we're healers. Let's go. We'll just get sprinting over there.
You guys are to him in no time at all, and he's down. He's unconscious.
You see Griff, and he's just like, "Shite, mother, good. Okay, this is not the worst that's ever been, but this fucking hurts."
Here,
Cure
drink
wounds
this,
for
it'll
7
help.
on him.
I'm trying to wonder how he's talking while unconscious, man. That drunken thing really plays in heavy. I'm like, dude, that's awesome.
But he
like,
said
I
after the cure.
Oh, was it after the
Yeah.
cure wounds? Okay, because she
It
said
was
I
the cure
cast cure, and I'm
wounds.
like,
He
where did that come
he
from?
saw it, but it wasn't announced.
I was like, I'm missing something here. I'm feeling particularly out of this.
he saw it pop up, but didn't wait for it to be announced.
Flips. Look, Griff is very anxious right now. I wanted to
Right?
convey that to our folks.
Oh my god, that's too funny. That is too funny. All right, wow.
Ranger friend's taking care of you.
Yep.
All right, so you're back up. How many hit points is he at now?
7.
7. All right, so he's up. He's healthy. He's about. Gotta love low-level healing, man. It's strong. It's powerful. It's world-changing. Speaking of world-changing, what's your plan?
We need to get in
Clocks
there,
are
don't
ticking.
we?
You have 55 minutes real time to complete your mission because we ain't going into a third week.
What did What did you
Oh.
see?
Is there a
Okay.
spot that we could see that's kind of weak in the wall? We can maybe go through.
Didn't the plan
So-
say something about a door?
Well, there's a small building that could serve some sort of advantage because flying clearly is not going to work. But we should definitely not climb this thing. So that little building over there should probably be our best bet.
Okay, let's go check it out.
While you start heading over to the building, all of a sudden you find yourself pulled, Griffin, because Robin, who has come up behind you, saw you shot and whatnot, and the Healy came, has pulled out some of your feathers that was stuck, clotted up with blood around the one wound, and he's trying to clean you as you go. Casting the wounded arrows to the ground and whatnot. But you make it over to the thing. You now know where the building is, which you couldn't have seen from the outside. If there's a door here, it makes sense to you, Den of Wolves, that this is where it would be, judging by the description. What would you like to do?
Yeah.
So there's no visible door, right?
Oh, no, it's just a wall of shields.
So can I just investigate for a possible mechanism of some sort?
Absolutely. Make yourself an investigation roll, sir. I love it. And we're going to make it a quick investigation rather than the 10 minutes that the book talks about. Spending
Yeah.
a lot of time.
Nice.
Wow.
That's very efficient.
That is a great roll. You find one of the tower shields, a large shield. It's low enough to the ground that you're like, it just makes sense. On it is painted a living, roaring face of an enemy and whatnot. You don't find any latches around the outside or anything, and you're pretty certain that it is sealed by magic.
Anyone have a way to get rid of magic?
Oh,
I don't.
perhaps.
I don't think I do.
At the moment.
I have identify. I don't have a way to get rid of it.
Can you identify magic?
You also
What's in-
notice at the foot of the shield, now you're certain this is a door because the grass is beaten down as if somebody has used this for a secret way in and out.
Yeah, I have detect magic and I have identify.
I reach out and try to grab it, see if I can pull it.
You can make a strength roll
There you
against
go.
it.
When in doubt, just use your muscles.
Just shoot everything. Oh, wait.
When
sorry.
when a marine has to meet a time hack.
I don't
Hey, you know what? Come on.
I rip
Or-
it down. Can't think about this.
What did you roll?
4.
A 4. Dude, so he's over there pulling on it, and the face actually changes position as he starts pulling on it, and it whispers, "Wakeling," and then it goes back to its roaring face.
Yikes.
Oh,
And you realize
who
that
has
it's
the
So
speaks.
it's just mockery?
Who has the parrot?
What about this dragon parrot?
Oh yeah, where's our dragon
Is
parrot?
it muttering anything? I start talking to it again in Draconic.
You start talking to it again in Draconic, and it responds in this voice that you now recognize the same accented voice of Aurice, and it actually says something which sounds, shall we say, magical in nature. And as it speaks this word, the shield moves out from the wall and opens up, revealing a passage behind it.
Nice.
Let's go in.
Right on the other side of it is a staircase going almost diagonally straight down so that it doesn't use up the entire building on the other side. And you realize this
Down
is a
we go.
secret way in. Following it in, you close the door behind you. As you do, you're in darkness. What do you do?
I can see.
Yeah, I can see too.
I can see.
Dancing lights.
I can see when it's light out, but damn.
I'm pretty
Dancing
sure
lights for our poor bird friend.
bird friends plural. Who you did, the Kenku who was banging on the door on the other side because you forgot about Robin. Again,
No.
you're able to open it back up with the bird, and Robin quickly comes in, curses again
Grab
at you
Robin by the collar.
in Griffin's voice, and then soon you're heading on. Unfortunately, Griffin, who is quite slower, again, with his bird thing, can only move at 25 feet. You guys can either go ahead and leave him behind to catch up, or you can all go at a slower pace. Which would you like?
If everyone else wants to stay back and go together, I can go forward as like a scouting.
Yeah, I was gonna say at least one of us should go ahead because
I can try to.
hello.
I can
I've
go
got
try to sneak
35 feet of
forward.
movement though. I might be the quicker one.
Quicker
I'm a
than the
rogue.
cat? He's a rogue and he's a cat.
I'm a rogue cat.
Okay.
He has
Yeah,
feline agility or something like that.
I have
don't you?
30. I have feline agility, which I can use to double my movement, and I have cunning action dash and regular dash. So technically, I can go 90 feet a turn.
Damn.
Hey, go
He's
make
quick.
sure it's safe up there.
He's like, when I get going.
I will defer to the expert.
Oh my God, wait.
Because they
With-
need my dancing lights anyway. So I'll stay
with
back here
feline
giving them
agility,
light.
I can go 180
That's crazy.
once.
Oh yeah, I think there's a way. I forget what it is, but you can like take a Tabaxi rogue like over like 1,000 or something. There's like something
Yeah,
like using a spell
like
and other stuff. It's like,
Tabaxi, monk, and
That's
barbarian.
it.
You can, if a wizard casts stride
Haste?
on you
oh, that's
or
right.
haste, and
Yeah.
I think it's both. If you really want to
Hey,
max it
I have
out.
stride.
Yeah, you can
And
be
then-
like. It's
As
like
a barbarian, and if you go enough levels in barbarian and monk, you get like a bunch more movement speed from both of them,
yeah.
and then you double it, and then you double it, and then you triple it, and then that's how far you can move.
And
on what?
D5E allows you to use the multipliers, but not the additives. So the multipliers,
Yeah.
literally do multiply you. So you multiply yourself, launching off as a cat up the way, and you discover that this secret passage is just that. There are no turnoffs. It doesn't go anywhere else. It's not a maze.
Okay.
This is a secret way in and out of the sovereign's estate. You find a staircase leading up the other side using your cat stealth-like abilities. You do notice instantly with your rogue eyes 2 traps on the stairs, which you can easily indicate to the others to avoid, or you may try to disarm them now while you're ahead of the party. Which would you rather do?
I'll try to disarm them.
Okay, go ahead and make a sleight of hand on the first one.
Hold on. I don't have any more plot points. I only
You
have a
rolled
gold
an-
crit.
an 8.
I got some plot points.
I have an 8. So I don't know what you want to
I
do.
think he's asking
I
if
will
the chat.
give
He's
you-
like,
Hold on,
12
how many
bad
do I
players,
give
help
you-
me.
I will give you 5 of my plot points. That'll make it a
Okay.
13.
That sounds more.
Actually, I
want-
wanna. I'll add like 4 to that.
Good night.
Okay.
17. Oh my.
There
Thanks,
you go.
stranger.
That should be good enough.
Have a great night.
Night.
Whoop. What do I got? Okay.
So that's a
Got him at
7 with
17.
the plot points.
Okay, 17. You snip this, and as the wire attempts to go back in, you grab it really quick and tie it off, and you realize that the step itself was triggered now that you've cut it so that they cannot trigger it. You realize the step itself is false and would have had something coming up from beneath it. So it was a leg trap that would have injured people. The next one that you found on the stairs is near the top, and it appears to be a trap that is set to the door. For this one, rather than a sleight of hand, I need you to make a detect traps again.
Okay, you mean like
This one's a little more complex.
so a detect trap? You said
Mm-hmm. I need you
For
to
like
detect first.
so perception or
You
investigation?
think you found it, but there's something else going on.
Yeah, I'm just asking what I should roll.
Oh, okay, yeah.
A perception.
Yeah, go right ahead, yeah.
Okay.
And I think you have advantage on that, don't you? I don't remember. I know you got
I don't
like
think so.
expertise or something.
I have expertise, but it's not on perception.
Yeah, so go ahead and make a perception.
9. I'll
Wow.
take that 9 now.
So you realize, oh, you're just taking it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you realize that this trap, which is set to the door, is set so that you're certain it'll set off an alarm when the door is actually opened.
Okay. So I have to disarm this one. if possible, and I don't know if that's. Is it something I think I could disarm?
Yeah, it looks to be something with the hinges. Do you have anything oily that you could apply?
Where are my items? There it is. I made my D&D Beyond take up half the screen, which makes it a completely different look, and I was so confused looking at it. I have my Thieves tools, the mess kit.
Well, it's messy.
I have water. No. Okay, I was just checking if there's anything in the Thieves tools that might help, but they don't have anything. A file. No, I don't have anything oily.
Okay. What would you like to try then? You're just pretty sure it's gonna sound off.
Yeah, I can
Are there
try.
any torches or anything lining the walls?
Nope. This was specifically a thin hallway. It's a quick exit, a secret way in and out.
Yeah, I'll just wait at the door to inform the others and see if they have something. I think.
Okay, they come up upon you. Takes a little bit, about another 10 minutes or so. Because of our bird friend's slower speed. But you estimate that you are literally right beneath the Sovereign's keep right now. You've come that far.
Dude, what are we doing?
Their store will probably alarm everyone if we open it.
Uh-huh.
But I think I could disarm it, but I need something oily.
That's a pickle.
I don't think I have anything that could help with that.
Quick, Arakocra,
Oily.
throw up.
Actually, I was gonna think like a worm.
Make a constitution check. I love
Let's
it.
do
What a
it,
great
yes.
idea. Puke one up, buddy.
Yeah, buddy. Okay. Oh my god. All right. Let's see.
Dude, you have enough control of your constitution. He regurgitates some of the meal from dinner, as well as it's all in alcohol and other stuff, and he pukes it all right into your hands, and it's this nasty, gnarly, chunky mess of everything for you, Tabaxi. He's like, blah, blah, blah.
Griffin becomes visibly more sober after that.
Don't eat it.
I try to use this to oil up the hinges.
You smear it all over the edges, this like acidic, like jug from his insides and whatnot.
Wait,
And as it just,
acid
there was just so much junk on it. You should have, it just dribbles down and whatnot. All down over the floor, and that's when you realize, because he had so much of this, as it dribbles down the top steps, you start hearing some drips, and it is going around the steps themselves, and you realize there's a secondary trap here. The stairs themselves are triggered to give way.
Ah. Can I try to figure out how to stop that?
Now that you know the trap is there, you can absolutely use your skills. These will give way to, and literally as his vomit and stuff just kind of goes around all the edges, you're like, yeah, the entire steps will go into a slide. All because he decided to vomit all over and give you alcohol and stuff, which was in big quantity. So, yeah, let's see. How would you like to do that? I don't think a sleight of hands would work. You know what it is. I don't know. The ranger has just offered to kind of acid splash the hinges. You figure it's probably connected to opening the door. Maybe the hinges are part of it. It seems like a logical thing. I'll let you make an intelligence roll. Let's see if you can figure out a way.
Oh, good.
An
I'm
intelligence
smart.
check. Good.
I said I'm smart. I didn't say my character was. Intelligence check.
Anybody want to help him with this? Because the help action is always available.
Oh, heck,
No smarter.
yes. Yes, I'm gonna be trying to figure out because of my urchin background. I'm gonna try and figure out this stuff too.
I don't know that an urchin would help you too much. That's usually around the city rather than
Well,
traps,
yeah, but I do get thieves' tools from it.
You do.
So...
You're used to breaking in, so go ahead and add. What's your intelligence modifier bonus?
Yeah, I don't think it won't matter.
It's only a +1.
So it bumps it up to a 7. That's our house rule, how we do it when we're doing the help action. So she bumps it up to a 7, starts talking about using some of her tools too. And go ahead and make your... That has told me what to set the roll to, your check. Go ahead and make a sleight of hand check. Mike? This is Mike's big moment. With the help of the urchin. You tell the urchin where to place their hand tools. And
a dirty 20.
It's a dirty 20 right out the... Wow. Okay. So between the urchin doing it and whatnot, you guys are able to open the door. And as you're standing on it, Griffin, you feel the steps start to slip a little bit and then kind of lock in place somewhat at an angle. You guys have opened the door. It's a wall on the other side, not a doorway. On this side, there is another similar face and shield. You find yourselves in a hallway. A hallway within the castle. You have come up the staircase onto the second floor of the sovereign's estate, inside his house. You are in the inner keep. If you were talking about a castle, a keep is usually a smaller area inside, and you are inside the sovereign's estate, inside his house.
We know our relation to where the witch is at.
How do you know where the witch is?
Presumably in his bed.
That's what
That's
he
what
was
I'm saying.
Clearly. Where is
in
his
the
bed
know,
now?
was it? Yeah.
Yeah. So we gotta try to find.
Well, I think we need the bird to talk again first.
Yes, let us have the bird call upon this witch.
I start growling at the bird
This is
again to see if
already
it
in.
does its thing.
The bird starts letting off with various profanities, various orders, things that it's heard the captain say quite often. As you finally try to get it to go to the witch, go ahead and make a charisma check, Brock. Let's see what you can get this bird to say.
17. Oh, 18.
That's effing
Oh yeah,
hard.
there you go, 18.
You start
Nice.
You start mentioning the witch and whatnot, and you get this dragon parrot to actually start speaking, and it says, and its voice actually changes from these harsh barking noises to this, ooh, I like that. Ooh, you're slippery, witch. Ooh, I like that. And it seems to repeat this over and over again in an almost seductive tone, that the bird seems to like this, as if it's heard its master say this over and over. And the witch has very slippery ways.
He had a little something going on then.
Good for him.
Apparently.
I think I understand how he died. I don't think that's helping us.
Oh.
Well,
You do know
Yes.
that the note mentioned a lanai or a balcony, so you know it's somewhere
Yeah.
up high.
So
But
is
that
there a
could
way
be
out of this
anywhere from
hallway?
the second floor up.
Oh yeah, you haven't even walked down the hallway. You haven't checked anything. I mean,
Yeah.
what are your
Let's go
intentions?
down.
Try and get up high. All right, yeah. So you start
Yes.
moving
At
down the
this
hallway
point.
and whatnot. Knowing that you're inside of a guarded keep and whatnot. You know, you guys are using proper stealth, sticking to the walls as best you can. What are your intents? What are you looking for? There's a stairway that
witch.
goes up if you want. You could try and go up higher, or you could continue on this floor to explore.
See if we can smell any incense. A witch
Ooh.
could be burning incense, right?
Go ahead, make an investigation roll. Or make it perception. It's not really investigation. It's just basic perception. It's enough. You don't notice incense. What you notice is a perfumed smell, flowers and whatnot, coming from up the stairway.
I think we gotta go up, guys. Follow me.
we shall follow.
We shall follow. Another voice echoes from behind Den of Wolves. It's the Kenku following you.
Not too loud. Not too loud. Shut up.
Not too loud, not too loud. Shut up. And Robin follows you up the stairs. All of you, the Dragonborn, Den of Wolves. You get to the top of the stairs, and down at the far side, you can see lights coming from, and as you're looking, and Anna, you're at the front looking down the hallway, you see the shadow of a female walking before the door. So she's out of sight, but whatever bright light is there is bright enough so it's beyond candlelight, is backlighting her so that the shadow is coming across the floor.
I think you need to go and try and seduce her now.
I need you to make a perception roll.
Which one?
Okay.
Anna first, as she's talking to you. And she's pulled you up. In fact, I'll let both of you, because she's pulled you up and pointed to the shadow, so both of you can make perception rolls. So Anna's pointing to this woman, and you actually notice something very cool, Den of Wolves. You notice that her hair seems to be flowing.
It's bright and windy in her room.
Quite a draft.
I don't know what's going on in there, and the fact that she's
getting
witch
set up
makes
to
me
do a
think it's
selfie.
magical.
For
She
Instagram.
asked you if you were good at seducing, so I'm pretty sure you're supposed to go seduce her.
Maybe we should figure out what she's doing that's making her bright light and her hair flow.
All right, I'll detect magic.
She's also called a witch, which could mean she actually knows magic, or that she's just not good.
I can
Griffin's
I
with
can
this.
give you
Can hear this, right?
protection.
Can Griffin hear any of this?
Sure, they're all whispery right there. You guys are kind of bunched up at the top of the stairway.
Fantastic. I would suggest not just going in and seducing, because how strange would it be if a stranger came into your room and started seducing you? So,
I think they have
maybe
laws
not.
against that.
Correct. This one's a good
Could
smart one.
just go outside the door
Mhm.
and have the parrot talk about slippery wetness and see if it's enough to get her to come outside, and then we just ambush and try to capture her swiftly and just drag her the hell out of you.
So
Does
you're taking the dragon parrot from the Dragonborn, and then you're going up to the door. Den of
I'm not
Wolves?
doing that. I'm suggesting
Oh.
it to everyone.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not
Worth a
going to act
shot.
about them.
We could use it as a small distraction, perhaps. But
You ready to grab her when she comes out.
correct. But we need to make sure that she doesn't scream.
She's a
So
witch,
Blade
so
starts
she might believe it's the
sweet
ghost.
talking to the bird.
From
To
where
get
you're
her in
at,
the
or are
mood.
you going to the door as he suggested up the hallway?
We're heading towards the door, and then I'm gonna start sweet talking this bird.
I'm going to follow him. He's already headed.
So,
Start
are you all
following him.
going together to the door then? Is that the plan? About 30, 40 feet away? I need to get a visual representation of where you're
yes.
at.
I think
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
Okay, so the group is
Yeah.
moving quietly up the hallway along the edge to get to the door. The Dragonborn Druid's at the front, so I need you to make a perception roll. Lots of perception, because you guys are being quiet, so you have the opportunity to notice your surroundings.
20.
Woo,
Nice.
baby! You notice
Right.
that there's a conversation going on inside. You're about to expose this bird and whisper to it to talk, and you hear a higher pitched female voice and a lower pitched female voice talking quietly. You can hear it because you're at the front nearest to the door, Blaze. The others aren't aware yet.
What kind of talk is going on here?
You notice it seems to be the consoling of the higher pitched voice to the rough pitched voice, that the one individual seems to have been left by someone that they loved.
Like the captain.
Could be, they haven't mentioned a name yet. Do you want to continue to listen and see if they divulge a name?
Well, I need to figure out what's going on before we just, burst in and try to take on one, possibly two witches.
Seems like a kind of wise approach to me. So,
Very tactical.
You guys have no idea why he's pausing, though, so what do you want to do? Do you want to encourage him, like push him into the doorway, like open the cage for him?
No.
I can't get them to wreak havoc on one another. Okay, so you continue to listen, and you realize that the person talking is the higher-pitched one refers to the other woman as Seshar. Seshar, who is worried, she says. Seshar mentions that she is often being taunted, that she's a Medusa, and that she's this horrible person, but that the Sovereign's watch person, which was the individual who has now been referred to as dead, cared for her very much, she thought, before he left.
So she is referring to the guy that died.
It seems so. She's used the same name for him.
The owner of the parrot.
Correct. His name is Breck.
And is her being a Medusa, is that figurative or is that literal?
She says people call her a Medusa.
Oh, man.
So maybe that's how the captain died. Maybe he actually looked at her. They were having a sexting relationship. And then he decided to send her a Snapchat, and it didn't work out so well for him.
Plot points for everybody. Everybody gets plot points.
That was good.
That was
clear.
When sexting enters D&D.
It's the message spell. Someone use silent image afterwards. Oh no, I'm done.
Oh my.
Anyone got any ideas?
He whispers.
Do the same plan.
Does anyone have any ideas?
Another plot point.
I was gonna say, only thing I can think is the same plan we were doing, because either way, somebody's gonna eventually walk out this door.
Well,
So we grab 2 instead of 1.
Are we prepared for that?
There's 5 of us. We should be able to take 2 women.
Perhaps it's 2 women who are witches. I'm not entirely sure about that.
We have magic.
I don't have magic.
and the Kenku behind Den of Wolves says, "I don't have magic," in his voice.
Oh man. We might go ahead.
We still have to make it back by Hyde.
Yeah, that's just it. We're on a time limit here. We can't wait forever.
We might as well continue with this plan.
All right, let's get the bird talking.
You're gonna what?
Get the bird talking.
You get the bird talking, and the bird starts immediately talking about, "Ooh, your witchy self. Ooh, I like this slipperiness," and immediately the Seshar goes, Breck, you come back, and starts rushing out the hallway. And as she comes out, you realize just how big she is.
Oh.
I put my tail in front of the door and trip her.
As she comes through, you whip your tail out in front of you and whatnot, poof, and it bumps into the Wantee's lower half, which is a snake, as she slithers out, sending her stumbling forward. And you realize that her head has all these fine green hair all over it. And she goes, "Ah!" And she has a sword at her side, and she appears to be a warrior in what appears to be a chain shirt on top and whatnot, but her lower part is all snake. And she slithers, and I want everyone to roll for initiative.
Well, she's tripped right now, right?
I'm going to give her an acrobatic because she doesn't use legs the way you guys do. So she's more able to avoid this, but I'm giving her disadvantage, and she rolled a 3. So yes, she went prone, face forward.
Well, it depends on initiative order. Never mind. I was gonna say opportunity attack or something like that.
I think I'm going first.
Well, there is a D&D 5e does not have a surprise round, so there is no condition to apply. It's based on situational mechanics, and I would absolutely give you situational mechanics because you guys had this idea of them coming out and jumping them. So what was your plan? I mean, but you didn't have it planned for him to throw out his tail, but you can take advantage. Are you looking for an opportunity, a free attack? Is that what you're
I'm
looking
looking- Me specifically, I would have definitely locked eyes with that sword and wanted to like disarm of some sort, like grab that thing.
Well, she didn't have it in her hand, so literally as she falls forward, you can absolutely, rather than just use your, you know what, just use your free action, and yeah, it's a free grab. You can take her sword off of her as her hands go forward to try and pick it up. Boom, so you have her sword. And it is a long scimitar. Slick, you slide this thing out.
Woohoo! All right. And,
Robin, with no other direction, jumps on her back using his free moment.
Good job.
No! Oh, God.
Flop right on top of her back.
Crap. Not exactly the plan.
And
I tossed the rope up so
I'm
we can
not
try
gonna
to
use mine.
tie her up.
And what's your intent? Den of Wolves and Ranger? So I have an intent of what?
Since I saw a snake person, I don't think that's the Salvern's girlfriend, wife. I'm not going to react because I'm going to try to go for the other one.
And how about you,
That's
Ranger?
smart. That's right. There's mistress and misses.
Yes, I'm figuring this is not the witch. I'm because you described, that we see her more as a warrior. So I'm thinking, yeah, this ain't the witch. So if everybody else can take care of her, I'm going to be more toward aiming towards kidnapping that witch.
We both
Okay.
hesitate.
Kenku jumps on the back. You both hesitate. Blaze comes right out on top of her, starts immediately trying to tie her up. I'm going to have you make an acrobatics roll against her. It'll be an opposed check as she tries to, as a warrior, escape from your grasp. Oh my God, you're getting added to the bad dice roll. What did you get, Brock?
Oh, man.
You got a 2 as well? I got a 2! I love it. What's your bonus to your dex?
To my dex is a +1.
She has a 0. So I was hoping you were going to say a negative. So you are able to, like, with the Kenku on the back giving you help to slow her down, you are able to start getting her hands tied. As Blaze and the Kenku are muscle handling her, this stunningly beautiful redhead walks in the door and goes, Brack, what are you... Holy... And she starts immediately going into casting a spell.
No, we gotta stop her.
Yeah, that's usually how we react to spells.
Since I'm right in front of the door, I whip my tail again and smack her hand.
You're in the
so
middle
she
of tying
yeah.
up the woman. That's why I needed an
Yeah,
intent.
but my tail's free.
Your tail is free. I'll give you a disadvantage attack to somehow have eyes out your anus and see her in the doorway behind you.
It's his third brown eye.
Yeah, that was wrong. Take a plot point. That was so wrong. I can't unhear that now. That's how you tell them. Oh my God, Frozen, what are you doing?
God.
Oh, they're just horny. What did you get, Brock? We can't see.
What was I rolling? I'm sorry.
Disadvantage, dex. It's just a check.
Disadvantage.
It's no save, nothing like that. It's just a straight dex, no acrobatics, nothing. Frozen, you're killing us. We gotta get you hooked up to the
20.
20. Are you serious, dude? Literally, she walks around, she's starting to cast her spell, and his tail lashes in front of her, causing her to step back. So, our top of the initiative order is Den of Wolves. What do you want to do?
I'm going to go try to grapple her.
Leaping across the dragon's tail, make yourself a grapple check. It'll only stop moving. It won't restrain her. It
Yeah.
won't stop her casting spells or anything.
That's not what I was supposed to click on. Stop. That's athletics, right? When you're trying to grapple.
Nope, strength. Yes,
Strength,
athletics.
yeah.
Yes. Sorry. I heard
No, you're good.
you said athletics. I heard acrobatics. In my head,
Yeah.
and I'm
I
like,
got 11.
okay. And it's an opposed roll, so she's going to roll. Man, I'm getting like the worst rolls tonight. Okay. Yeah, so you grab her arm as she's trying to cast this spell. Having dodged away from the tail, you have her arm locked in yours,
Yeah,
which will
and then-
also incidentally interfere with her spell casting ability a little bit. Even though you only need one hand.
Do I have one hand on her and like a free hand, or am I technically using both hands to grapple her?
Go ahead. What do you got?
I just want to pull up my dagger like in a threatening motion.
You got it. You start threatening her with your dagger. Next
Yeah.
up on the initiative tracker was Anna. I don't know what yours was, Brock. What was your initiative?
14.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
Yeah.
No.
So Anna, you're up next, and then it's Brock, and then it's Den. No, Den's at the top. Sorry. Then it's Griffin.
Griff.
Trying to see if I have a way to stop her from casting spells, but I'm not sure I do. I don't have a way to like knock her out.
Also depends on the type of spell. If only you had a sleep question mark thing with you.
I think I might though.
Would you like me to come back to you? That way others can go.
Yes.
Okay, we're just
Because
going
I've
to
been
temporarily
looking for
jump
my
over her to
spell.
Brock. Brock, you're in the prone position on top of this individual tying them. You can't finish tying them in 6 seconds, so you can either stop tying them and participate
What
in
if I
the
have
combat.
a rodeo proficiency?
A rodeo.
If you have a rodeo proficiency, I'll give it to you. Do you have rodeo proficiency? I would give you that one. I would be like, dude, hog tie. Dude, now I want to see a character with that. I'm like,
I do have animal handling, and she is an animal.
no, she is not.
Aw.
Golly.
Oh god.
We have respect for
I'm
all
gonna
Wanty.
concentrate on taking care of tying her up, obviously.
For all of our Wanty viewers, we just want you to know that we do not think of you as animals. We think of you as real humanoid beings. We don't want to offend the Wanty community. Don't come after us.
Yes. Please don't come after us.
One
You guys are all
matter
evil.
too.
After you just say that, my god. We're screwed.
Oh my.
I mean, I didn't say that.
Mm-hmm.
I do have sleep.
No.
So Brock, what is it again?
I'm gonna stay tying her up, but we gotta take care of one before we
He's
move on to the
focusing.
next.
So, are you ready, Anna, or should I go on to Griff?
Yes, I can do sleep.
So you're gonna cast sleep.
Yes, I am.
Cast your sleep spell.
Mm-hmm.
What is the save that she gets?
Is it
So my
a
save DC
save?
is only 11. I'm not that great.
And you've got how many hit dice can you do?
How many hit dice can I do?
Because sleep does hit dice,
Yeah, sleep does
Oh,
hit dice.
okay. Let me look.
and it's everybody starting with the lowest. So if some of the hit dice would be used up on, because it's an area of effect. Now you
I'm
could
looking
try to
it up.
cast it behind her and only get her into the area of effect.
Are
Because I don't think it's centered on you. I think it's centered on a point you choose.
Yeah,
that's what I'm looking it up.
it's centered on the point you choose.
So yeah, you could center it like on the bed or something like that to put her in it and no others.
Start,
Here we go. Sleep.
starting with the creature that has the lowest current hit points.
This spell sends creatures into magical slumber. Roll 5d8. The total is how many hit points of creatures the spell can affect.
So,
good golly,
5d8.
5d8.
That's hit points, not hit dice.
Yeah.
So,
Yes,
yep.
I know, but still,
Let's
that's
find out.
actually a decent
Well, that's because
There we
it's a
go.
roll and you might only get 5.
slash. Roll 5d8.
So you can knock out
18.
up to 18 hit points. And if the person has more
Okay.
than that, they don't fall asleep.
Creatures within 20 feet of a point you choose within range are affected in ascending order of their current hit points total.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. So,
Well, hopefully she has less hit points than me.
So the tabaxi curls up and goes to sleep.
Looks like it's already
right?
hit you.
So you try to center
there's
the
really
spell
no
behind.
place. Yeah, I was gonna say there's really no place. There's probably a place that I can get fewer of my people, possibly,
Right.
but no place that I can get nobody. Right?
Yeah, you can cast it into the room. So they just came out of a room, so you center it inside that room, knowing the radius of your spell, hoping there's
Right.
nobody else in the room, and just putting her at the edge of it where it would encompass her. Because she's
Yeah.
still in the doorway.
But somebody's holding her.
Nobody's touching her yet. Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, Den of Thieves is now.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all had to like. Oh yeah, that's right.
So Wolf
That's
still
why I was
might
like,
go
hopefully
to
she has.
Wolves.
That's why I said,
Yeah.
hopefully she has less hit points than me.
Oh yes. Yeah, I'm gonna do it back in the room and hopefully only get Wolf and her.
How
And
many
I
hit
have
points
of course,
do you?
if there's anybody in the room, but
How many hit points do you have? Den of Wolves.
17.
Nighty night.
Okay.
Den of Wolves goes sleepies. So that yawn was very appropriate. You can have extra plot points for that. So Den of Wolves goes sleepies, letting go of her.
oh no.
And yeah, she does not go down because she
Oh,
does have more
no.
than him. She is the Witch
Oh
of Aurice. You have successfully knocked out one of your friends, but from all your training, you do know slapping him hard enough will wake him back up.
Is he within reach of my tail?
You don't have any more actions to use your tail until your turn.
Just start screaming, lights, 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 lights. He'll wake up.
You start screaming, lights, lights, lights.
No, not in character, not in character.
Oh, okay. I was like,
Meta,
wow,
meta.
this is like taking a turn for like massive chaos. Even Frozen was probably like, oh my gosh. Frozen, that is awesome. If you want to give anybody inspiration, you pick a player and you can give them inspiration. That's funny. No Wanty were hurt in the rolling of these dice. That's funny. Oh my gosh. And we've managed to ruin his drawing, Frozen's drawing. That's even better. I like that. See, when we can mess with the chatters as much as they get to mess with us, you know it's a good night. So, next on the list, that was Griff. Griff
All
before.
Oh,
Did I?
jeez. So,
You just saw our friend fall asleep.
that's correct. Well, I guess at that point, I mean, oh no, I don't want to get near that witch. Here, since her, what is it? She had more hit points for the sleep, right?
Mhm.
Okay, so maybe we should knock that down a peg. Instant reaction. I'm gonna try and just blast her.
Blast her with what?
Oh, Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch
Sorry.
Blast, okay.
This is Eldritch Blaster, because right now that sleep did not work for her. Let's see here. What do we got? Oh yeah,
Oh, every time I click on something, that happens. Interesting.
that's a 21. Does 21 hit?
I would hope so.
I love it as you're doing that, though. That's great. Wow, dude. Yes, you hit. Do some damage. Holy smokes.
Right. There we go.
Is Eldritch Blast the one that you can hold on somebody? No, that's not.
No.
Maybe it is.
That's Witch Bolt.
Witch Bolt, thank you. Yeah, I was about to say, because I know there's one that you like just get to hold it there if you make the hit. It's like, ha ha, keep frying, bugger, I ain't got to roll again. Eldritch Blast, 8 damage. Literally, you blast into her, she starts frying. As this green energy, the way you wanted to describe it, blasts into her, coating over her, casting this green Medusa-like light over everybody around as you fry into her. And then she
Buzz.
responds with her own spell.
Oh.
Aha. I would like each of you to make a dexterity save for me, please.
I failed.
Yes, you did.
Instantly, I failed. No.
I'm unconscious.
Like, I'm
I
sleeping.
automatically fail. I can't roll away.
I love it. I love it.
The one thing I was good at.
Wow. Dex save. Griffin, you did well. Griffin, I'm giving you a free. You spread your wings and take flight as from her hands issues this mass of white sticky goo, filling the corridor from the room on, literally covering you all with webs to pin you in place, so that she would not have to like try and take you on one at a time, which would be just deadly. That's bad. She fills the entire corridor, 20 cubic feet, just fills with all the sticky webs, Blaze on top of the person that he was tying up, tail covered in webs, Ranger armed and ready, and only you, the poor Kenku, who was on top of the person, is also webbed down, but you managed to back flat with your wings, getting free just in time outside of this 20-foot cube. So now you have 20 foot in between you and them. It's a wall, this massive wall of webs. Blaze rolled a 14, so you did not make it out either yet. You are definitely caught in it. Wow. But that uses her turn. And she says, "Are you insane? I'll have you killed."
We're already technically dead.
That's not new too.
And that puts it at the top of the turn. Shashar, underneath Blaze, tries to wiggle out, but she has the weight of the Kenku on top. The webs holding her in place actually work against Shashar as well. And also this. You have to succeed on making a dex check to get free of this particular spell. Until then, you have the restrained condition on you. All of you are restrained that are inside of it. You must make a dexterity save to get free on your turn. So
then the wolves is prone, restrained, and unconscious.
Jeez. I was just reading it. I was like, man. Oof.
Wow. So then we'll be skipping over your turn as you are unconscious. Anna, it is your turn.
Can I move at all?
And unconscious also gives you incapacitated, if I remember, but that's part of unconscious.
Yeah.
Can I move at all?
You can only start your turn with a dex save to try to get free somewhat and use your hands and stuff.
Okay.
It's a dex save. That's the first thing that you got to do.
Okay.
And was that it? The 10? The dex save? Is that your
No, I
turn?
just
Oh,
did
that.
it.
Okay. 18. You are able to break free and start to move.
Good, because I witch bolt her.
Woo. You fry her as well with a witch bolt. Roll to hit.
1d12.
The contract says you had
Actually,
to be
I should
alive.
able to see it on my...
I certainly hope not with this party, but yes, yes it did.
Plot point for Griffin and Den of Wolves. That was your
It's
attack?
only a 5.
Oh,
yeah.
wait. How do you roll d12 for an attack?
Oh, it says it takes 1d12 lightning
No,
damage.
you
You
gotta-
gotta
Oh.
hit
Better.
first. You gotta roll an attack.
Oh, I got to attack first.
Yeah,
Okay.
spell attack.
Spell attack. Okay. See, I got to learn all this stuff.
It's a learning process.
Right?
Mhm.
Where the heck?
If you go to
do I-
spells-
Oh, there it is.
Wolf,
my-
no!
Oh, nice. There
Yes,
you go.
that did it.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, that
And look
that
what
hits,
I got.
And you do 5 damage, and I believe you get a bonus on that 5 damage according to your spell modifier, don't you? Or
Mhm.
is it?
Well, my question
Yeah, wait.
is that's a nat 20. Oh, no, it's not.
No, it's
No,
not.
it's not.
It's
It
a
says
plus
plus
3.
3 there. Okay.
It'd be green
yeah.
if it was a
yeah.
nat
Plus
20.
3.
Yeah, it'd be 23, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's a 20, because that's with the plus 3 included.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah. I get a +1 to that.
Yeah.
So it'd be
Okay.
6 points of damage.
I got what you're saying, yeah. All right, so you,
So
you do
6 points
6
of
damage. Continue. What does your witch bolt look like? Like, he chose his to be green. Does yours look green as well, or are you something
No,
different?
mine's blue because the book says blue, and I'm just going with the blue. It says a beam of crackling blue energy lances out towards a creature within range, forming a sustained arc of lightning between you and the target.
Oh, yeah, that's
Ah,
Witch Bolt.
that's
Yeah,
how
he's
it's
using Eldritch Blast. So, yeah, you lock onto her, frying her like the Ghostbusters here. And you don't have
cross
to roll
the
to hit.
beams.
Yeah, you don't have to roll to hit. Oh, my God, I've still got to do that in a game. I'm going to do that.
Oh,
Your Witch
God.
Bolt locks on. And then, Brock, you are up. Is that it for your turn, Anna?
Yes.
I am not ending before this combat is done. I don't care if I run
You're
long. Brock, you are up. Pinned down. Dexterity to get free.
I
There
rolled
we
a
go.
19.
You are free. You start ripping away at some of these webs. Do you wish to make an attack? To try and move through the webs to get to her, you would have to overcome another dexterity check, but you are free where you're at. You've ripped
I'm
yourself
not
free.
trying to get to her, but can I reach her with my whip of entanglement?
Huh?
Oh, God, no!
Oh,
You know,
God, no.
technically, by the rules, yes, you can, because that is not obstruction. It's only a
Oh
movement.
my god.
So, yeah, she would be within reach. Oh my, I hadn't thought of that. You could pull her into the webs, possibly.
That's
Oh
my point. I'm gonna try to hit it around her
Wow.
neck and jerk her into the webs.
Oh my gosh. Do it, brother. Make the attack.
Please.
Maybe you'll wake me up when
Just slap him in the face with the whip accidentally.
Oh my
I'll
gosh.
be very, very
11.
confused.
What, I couldn't hear you, Brock. What was it?
11.
11 does not successfully do that, but it's also not a crit fail, so. So your whip gets tangled up in some of the webs, we'll say, damaging part of your throw, but nobody else is damaged. Anything else you want to do on your turn? Say anything like snarky, like whip it good. I don't know what.
Whip it real good.
And Griff, take it away. Hovering in the
Okay.
corridor.
Oh man, don't want to have to kill this person.
I didn't want to have combat. We don't get what we want.
Man. Okay. What can I do? I know I still have the sword too. Jeez.
Go on a killing spree.
No, I'm trying to find different options right now.
Kill her. We can heal her.
Oh, you say that? I mean,
No, not kill her. But
Knock
we can
her
knock her
out. It's always.
I don't have anything that knocks. I only have anything that kills. Okay, I didn't come prepared.
Is force, not Pearson or slash.
Listen. I'm good at that. What if I just go overboard? Okay, whatever. I'll just blast her. Preferably maybe in a non-lethal area, like a leg or something that can like cripple her. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm
You
really
only
trying
can
to
do
hit her.
non-lethal damage when you're working with melee attacks, not spell attacks.
Well, this is unfortunate.
Rules is
then.
written. Yeah. So you just launch out, do some damage. If you
Oh,
knock her
man.
unconscious, she's on.
12. What are we?
Okay, so that was
Is it-
12 to hit.
Yeah,
correct?
yeah, 12 to hit.
So literally, as you blast at her, your energy hits her, but seems to fizzle out. It doesn't seem to
Okay.
damage her as badly as before. So,
Okay.
anything else you want to do? But it did cut a really nice hole through most of the webs above Blaze.
Sweet.
Blaze, who was standing. I shouldn't say above him. Well, yeah, you're
For my
floating.
whip.
You're floating in the high. So,
Do I have? What are my bonus actions? Perhaps. No, I wanted to do something with this sword, maybe cut weapon, but I'll do that next time. All
you
right.
can do that.
No, I think
no,
that's
that'd
it.
be it. Yeah.
Yeah,
All right,
that'd be
so,
a full action if I tried that.
Exactly. So Shashar on the ground is going to try to break the ropes. Is not able to do it. Den of Wolves. It's all you.
Asleep still.
Thank you, brother. Take a plot point for that reminder. Anna, it's on you. I've got to get tokens made up for the map or for our stream.
Yeah.
I can do that damage again.
Oh, that's sad. That's 2 points of damage. 1 + 1, huh? Because you said you get +1 to it, right?
No, that should have added it. Oh no, it
No.
wouldn't.
It should have, but I don't see anything
Yeah.
added there.
Because there's no way you could just get a 1
Correct.
if I have a +1.
So, all right. So you get 1. I don't know why. I thought you added damage to it. Hey, if I'm playing it wrong, I am. But you do 2 points of damage. Fry and your continue to grasp her with lightning. And then anything else you're doing on your turn, or is it Brock?
No, that how does she look?
She is over half.
Okay,
So she's starting to show.
Kinda,
That means she's starting
Yeah.
to show. She's actually wearing a nightgown. It was a slip. She was prepared for her evening and whatnot. You know, again, this is 3 a.m. in the morning. Other than talking to a friend, she woke
she's
up
probably
from sleep.
trying to go to sleep.
Yeah. If she hadn't
Hey,
heard
you
the
didn't-
guard
Just let me
crying
put her
and
to
weeping,
sleep.
she wouldn't have been awake at all.
We didn't know how to wipe her memory before, but now with enough of these blows, maybe.
Maybe we do.
Yeah, no, that's it for me.
Brock, you're up.
All right. Well, now that most of that area there is clear, we're going to try that whip again.
Do it.
Oh my God.
You have advantage on the roll because she's held by a witch bolt, electrifying her. So you
Oh
may roll twice.
no!
Go for it.
And you have
What'd
to
you get,
practice
Rocky?
with this whip.
I got a 16.
What'd you get the
dang,
first
there we
time?
go.
3.
A 3. Okay. Woo. Lucky it was a 16. Do it, brother. You hit. What does she have to do? Isn't it like? Does she make
When
a
I
save?
whipped it good, and it wrapped around her neck, and I'm pulling her forward into the web.
Doesn't she get a save or anything like that?
Well, you would ask that.
Well, you know your character better than any of us. So. I know there's nothing usually automatic. I mean,
If it's something like Thorn Whip, then it's automatic.
he's got abilities. He's got a cursed magic item. So
Yeah.
what does the magic
As I
item
think-
say?
This
something like
is
Thorn Whip.
let's see here. Let me.
And it should do damage too. By the way.
Mm-hmm.
Would that be whip hand?
I don't know what the weapon itself has an ability when we gave you the weapon, and then I know you also have a feat. So what's the weapon do first for damage and for an ability?
Oh, damage. Okay. Well, there's damage. 5.
Okay, and then what's the ability of the weapon?
And then the ability is.
And Doherty D&D is helping you out by putting it on screen.
Okay.
Yes.
You can
If that's
restrain
the
her.
weapon.
So yeah, it is literally just a choice. If you hit, you can choose restraining, which is where it wraps around her, which obviously you did. You just said that. And you can do that 3 times. So basically, and yeah, as your bonus action, I said you could pull her, which isn't written in there, but I do remember saying that because you just chose to have it a whip of entanglement. So she's entangled, and you just pull her towards you with a strength. So go ahead and make a strength roll. What is your strength, basically?
My strength is an 8, and I have a -1.
Ooh.
That's
But I rolled a 15 with a -1, so a 14.
14 is good enough, man. You use your whip. You,
Got some adrenaline pumping.
you jerk her off her feet, and she flies forward into the webs and into the opening. And she will make her dex save to try and break away. You get 1 automatically. She gets a 3. She did not, so she is in the webs with you, and she will have to try and break the restrained condition. Is that it for your turn, Brock?
Yeah, I'm just gonna ready myself on the next one to get in next to her and try to tie her up.
Okay. So, Griff, you are up. Floating on the other side of this, you see her pulled into the web on the other side of Blaze.
Awesome. Okay. I see that happen. Where is Den of Wolves? Can I be able to slip through there to kind of grab him or something?
You can't slip through. You would have to get into this. Flame will remove webs, though. Too. You worked on a boat, you know.
Oh,
Just
well.
saying.
What about... Jeez. Would a bonus action be to grab him? If I could, just hypothetically.
To grab who?
Den of Wolves.
Oh, you want to try and get into... You've got to cross the distance first because you flew back 20 feet, leaving a 20-foot cube of webs. You've got to get through the webs to Den of Wolves because he was with her.
Right. So if I were to use my main action as cutting through...
Sure.
If I
would
could.
call that. Yeah, that sounds beautiful. Yeah.
And then to be able to grab him and pull him out?
Yeah, you use your actions to start hacking and slashing with the scimitar, cutting through the webs and whatnot. You know, we'll make it an attack roll, not to hit, but just to try and keep your sword free. Let's see if it's successful.
Okay. Attack, was
It's a
that
load.
melee?
Yeah, because you're just hitting through. So,
Oh, jeez.
Is it clean cuts?
I mean, it's easy enough to cut. You're just trying not to get the sword wrapped up in it. Is really all it's coming down to.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't even know if you're proficient with a scimitar. If not, you
geez.
can't even add your proficiency.
I'd probably disregard that. That was an unarmed strike. I accidentally clicked. Touchscreen is finicky right now.
That's all right. It happens.
Let me just.
Just tell me. I can walk over there and slap him in the back of the head for you.
Hey, that's true. Weapons, scimitar. Give me that.
He's currently at my place.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, and TSA completely on my flight shattered my screen. So I'm working with that right now, and it's really annoying.
Oh man.
It's so horrible right now. I'm so sorry. This is taking way too long for me to do this.
Happens. We're friends. Friends at a table. Always have grace, have patience. You've shown it with me. I mean, heck, Frozen's shown it with all of us. Oh, did Frozen take off? Is that why he said good luck? Couldn't mute stream and do something?
Yeah, he said he sat muted.
Yep. That was sweet of him. Hey, thanks for that, Frozen. If you end up
Thank
watching
you for
later on.
lurking.
Probably because again we
Lurkers
hit
of the
time. He was probably
backbone.
like, I have this long.
Lurkers are the backbone of Twitch.
Guitar. Sorry. Come on. Give me a regular
I
one.
spend most of my days.
So you
lurking
cut
in
through the
Season
web.
4.
You get over there. You are with Tabaxi, and you want to slap your buddy in the face.
If that can wake him up, then yes.
Do you want to use the sword to do it?
Beam
The
me
flat of
up.
the sword, or just your hand?
I'm not
good
slapping him with the
God.
sword. I'm gonna just actually take one, like my hand, and just
He's
pull
gonna
5
back
finger.
wing.
You could use
Oh,
your
well, I
foot
could
of
do
your.
that
You could
too.
use the claw on your foot, a talon, and just
Back
strike him with it.
wing.
God. Yeah, you know, I'm gonna back wing him. I'm just gonna be like, you know.
Smack! Tabaxi, you are up.
And
You're not off the ground, but
No, not off the ground at all.
you're.
I'm
away.
gonna like grab him by like the collar and just say, "We need to get out of this room right now. You are in the danger zone."
I'm aware.
Danger zone! Comes from the Kenku who's still tied up in the web and hasn't been able to free himself yet. Every time I've rolled for him, he's gotten bad dex check, so.
I think Robin makes a odd comment in a Tom Cruise voice.
Nice.
I feel the need. The need for speed.
The witch is going to try to make hers, and I'm using a different dice. Any other dice other than those ones. Give me a better dice. There we go. That's one of those dice. Oh, yeah. She frees herself, getting back into the room free of the webs, but she's still... Oh, she does not. Because
She's entangled,
technically, she has the restrained condition from the whip, which is still around her. Because until he chooses to take the whip off of her, she has to break free of that first, which is a... Restrained is an opposed strength to get out of here. So, what's your strength? Oh, I'm gonna set something up for the whip. The whip has a different strength rating than you. I'm gonna just choose to roll for a number, and she'll have to beat that number. I rolled a 1 for your whip, so she breaks free of your whip. So, but now she has the restrained condition of the web that she was pulled into. So she can only fight one thing at a time. So she has broken free of the whip, but she is still held by the web. And you hear her yell, "Guards!" as loud as she can.
Oh, well, there goes that.
Yeah, we just have to.
Hopefully they're all fighting the fire and they're not here.
So
So
they're here. They
Shashar-
fire arrows at him.
realizing her mistress is now captured as well, is tied up, but she can still use her voice, and she starts yelling for the guards as well.
Yay!
Den
With all
of
this weight on
Wolves.
her, she can't have much of a voice.
I love it. Take a plot point for that. That's beautiful. Den of Wolves, you're up.
I'm gonna try to break free of my restraint.
Okay.
That's a.
Now
you
that
said
you're
that
awake,
dex or restraint. Yeah. Was that dex or restraint to get out of the
It is
web?
Dex. I
Oh, perfect.
believe. Yeah, I'm gonna say it's Dex for now. That's what I've been using.
we've all been doing Dex.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's only strength for her to break free of the whip.
Okay.
So
Nice,
you are
there we go.
you are there. You want to use half your movement, get to your feet.
Yes, I do.
Okay. And she's right next to you. She's literally within arm's reach because she was right
Okay.
above you. She got pulled into the webs.
Can I just try to hit her with the butt of a dagger
Sure.
and knock her out?
Yep. Nothing
Knock
in the
her
way.
out!
There you
Make an
go.
attack. Non-lethal damage. If you can get her below her hit points, there is no knockout blow unless you have a magic item. But
Oh yeah.
Yeah, wow.
wow,
Boom.
well with that
That's
much
gonna
damage.
work.
Oh, and don't forget you have
And it's
sneak attack
advantage.
damage, and you have sneak attack damage because you have allies within 5 feet.
This is very bad for her.
This
Oh
might be
my
good.
God.
He might
you
be
do
knocking
critical
her out.
brain
Yeah.
damage.
He might get that thump.
It's a TBI.
What do we do for critical? Do we do the
You get max
double-
first dice. You roll
Max
the
first
one dice. If it hits maximum on its own,
Okay.
you can then explode it as
Okay.
well.
So that's 6 and 4. So that's 10.
I don't see any
D4.
rolls here. What did you do?
14.
Roll separately?
That's you said no. You said max first, right?
Yeah, that's automatic.
So
So
that-
just roll the damage.
Yeah,
on
that's
it.
what. Yeah, I was just counting what that would be
Oh, I see.
for to add it to later, which would be this and then this.
So sneak attack hits. The damage.
That's
So what is your pluses on those?
13. It's plus 4 on the dagger. That's why it's 7. It's 3 plus 4.
Okay.
And then so that's
Oh, I could
So
have.
that's
I guess I could have just
all the
clicked on it
numbers?
and seen. Yeah.
what
15.
that's 12, right? 5 plus 7.
Plus
So
you get the
12
max
plus
of the first
10.
dice.
So that's 22.
22, and she goes down like a sack of potatoes, hanging in the web. She is unconscious
Nice.
instantly.
Now we have to extract.
Now we gotta get out of here.
And Anna, you are up. You see her go limp in the web, clearly faking it. She still has a witch bolt on her though, frying
Yes,
her,
I know.
which might make
I'm
her up.
not. I'm not frying her anymore. I'm pretty sure he knocked her out.
Are you sure? You
yeah,
won't know
I'm pretty
unless
sure.
you hit her again.
I'm pretty sure he knocked her out. So, so I'm gonna let go of the witch bolt,
Okay.
and I'm gonna be like, all right, guys, we gotta get out of here. Are we taking her too? And I'm gonna try and knock out the other lady.
The one underneath the Kenku?
Yeah.
She has a whole lot of cover. You'd have to get through webs and whatnot. You got to get rid of the webs. The webs are your biggest problem right now.
You got to get through Goose as well. He's on
Okay.
top.
How do I have a way?
Goose, I like that.
You,
That would have
name
been
is
another
Robin.
really good bird name, along with a maverick name.
Let's see. Cantrips.
Did you guys know that lighters produce fire?
Wow.
I think I have a way to get rid of, because I'm down to cantrips at this point. And I don't think any of my cantrips.
Firebolt. I don't know if you took that for a cantrip or not.
Kick the tires and light the fires.
Oh my gosh.
Uh-huh.
He's going. He is going with this. Will's dad. So glad you're here with us, brother. Nothing too crazy. Well, I don't know. Were you watching earlier? That's oh no,
No.
it's very late to the party.
No, he
The
got in
craziness was earlier, brother. Oh my god, they're like just getting out of the craziness. But I will say this: they haven't killed any. Wait, did I
Not
just?
yet, not this
I'm
time.
No,
missing
no.
it. Yeah.
No,
okay.
we haven't. Not
Not
yet.
yet.
Yeah, the
Not
old
yet.
man didn't die. You actually paid him off, and he left with it before being killed. So that's good.
Hey.
And they made it off the ship and left the crew there alive, in the belief
Yeah.
that the crew will be there waiting for them when they get back.
Tinderbox.
They better be. That's true. I would have that.
Tinderbox is not going to start
But I'm
webs
not
on
sure I
fire.
want to start a fire
Sure
is
you
the
can.
problem. I'm kind of nervous about starting a fire.
Are
Now,
we
I'll
still-
take my sword out and start.
Hacking away
Wait,
with the
what?
webs.
I'll-
Okay.
Are
I'll
we
hack
still in
away.
initiative though?
Technically, there's no combat, so I'm trying to just get a feel for all of you, what you're doing.
I'm gonna start
Can I
hacking
light a
away.
Because I
torch?
could help.
Yeah, okay,
I
so
light a
you're all
torch?
just hacking away. Yeah, you can light a
Yeah,
torch.
because we got.
Well, I mean,
I'm going to
have-
work on restraining.
I have burning
the one that's
hands. I
hanging
could
in the
do that.
webs.
Ah,
Brock, you're doing what?
I'm going to restrain the one we came to take.
right.
And then we also need to plug the mouth of the one that's on the ground.
Yeah.
I think we just need to get out of here.
Okay.
And
That's
get out
also
of
very
here, yeah.
true. She is not the objective.
So it takes a little bit, but you guys cut away enough webs. Brock has her tied up, or excuse me, Blaze has her tied up with his whip and whatnot wrapped around her. She has no restraint roll against it. It's just a free. You entangle her with it. And you quickly cut away Robin and Shashar. And what are you using to gag Shashar?
Ooh, can I come up with
Grab
something real
some-
quick?
Burning
Sure.
torch.
I'm gonna grab some feathers and just shove it in the mouth.
Oh, that would be painful. You literally yank your own feathers out. Blood feathers, pin feathers, they're called. That
He's
is
drunk. He don't feel it.
I
Oh
don't
my
feel
god,
it, and the adrenaline's
dude!
pumping right now, so I'm trying to survive.
Robin's lower beak just kind of opens like, oh my god, what the hell is wrong with my master? Wow.
You've got to do what you got to do.
No wonder you fly like Batman.
Once we get back into the secret tunnel, we can leave that one in the secret tunnel, and then we only have to carry the one we're supposed to kidnap out.
There's only one problem. You guys spend the time to cut this away, but the shouts were already made earlier by Shashara and whatnot, and by the time you've cut them away, tangled them up, wrapped her, stuffed some pin feathers and some webbing into the mouth of the one on the ground, Shashara, the guards are coming. You hear them.
There's
rushing.
no guards. They're all fighting the fire.
Oh, no, they're not.
He shot arrows at Eric.
They're there.
They're not.
Do you guys want to finish this up or see if you can finish it up? Do you want to play late or what?
I don't know. It's already at quarter after.
What do you guys want? Call it a wrap?
I'm okay either way.
I'm here with Mike, so
Let's get behind that fake wall.
Okay.
Let's get to that wall.
That would be approaching the guards. The guards that are rushing at you are coming from that same direction.
Yeah.
Or you can barricade yourselves in the room here.
That's okay.
There's a window, right?
No, we can kill the guard, I'm sure.
Remember the instructions?
Oh, yeah, we were supposed to go off the lanai. That was the plan, was
oh my
to
gosh.
go off the lanai.
It's almost like there was a plan.
Do we have rope?
Yes, we have rope.
Can we tie the rope to oh, maybe I'm a character. Let me get into a character. Sorry.
You can fly.
Perhaps we can tie the rope to the person over there, the witch, and I might be able to fly her. I don't know. I could give it a shot. I've flown large creatures before.
I think you need to look at your character sheet again and remember what we talked about with weight.
This is a 5. Well, how much weight are we talking about? This is a 5-foot eagle.
You can fly. We'll all rappel down with her, and we'll get out that way.
I think if you
could I exactly. Well, not like a fly. I will not fly. Like maybe I can kind of soften a landing.
Sure.
Kind of like a parachute.
Yeah, like a feather fall type of thing. Yeah.
Yes.
We'll descend less than fast speed.
How about no one has to try to carry her down?
Yeah. So.
Well, I wasn't worried about carrying.
While they're making a decision, I'm going to barricade the door.
All right, so he rushes you all into the room as the guards get up. There's furniture nearby. Quickly, as the Dragonborn starts with his wimpy weight of strength of 8, tries to push some of this furniture and finds some of it's made really, really, really heavy.
I will help him barricade because I'm the strongest one here, I think.
No way, you're a half elf. What kind of strength would you have?
16 plus I'm proficient in it.
The big old Dragonborn? Oh, man. Now I'm just embarrassed. Dragonborn should always be stronger than everybody else. So, the pair of you working together start pushing furniture in front of the doors just in time to stop the banging on it from the guards on the other side. You're either going to need more furniture piled up in front of it or something else. They start calling out for their lady by name. They don't refer to her as the Witch of Aurice. She actually has a name. As they call out to her, what are your intents? Are you letting
trying to tie the rope.
Yeah.
You gotta repel. Gotta get out of here.
Gotta tie that rope around me and around the fucking the witch, and then
you just grab her and you can go. We don't need.
We can't
have a rope tied to her.
Oh, okay. I didn't.
Yeah,
know
the new 5e, like his arms are not his wings, so you can actually use your arms separately from your wings now. 5e.
Ah, that's right. Okay. Also, can I take this opportunity to, before I jump off this balcony to feather fall, to parachute, I'm gonna instruct Robin to get onto the edge, and I'm gonna push him.
Robin jumps up there ready for his first flight lesson, and you shove him off.
As per tradition of first flight.
And Robin, whose wings are vestigial, because Kenku can't fly, scrambles with these tiny little wings to try and fly, and basically flies as an exceptional rock. He flies in one direction, straight down for 40 feet to the ground below.
Poor guy. Oh my.
We'll see if he's alive at the bottom. We'll roll once you get down there.
Birdman killed Robin.
Nothing like giving you
I
a
didn't
player
know what
an
a
NPC.
kangaroo was.
And now
This
we
is
know why
they
they
always come back as villains.
Kenku cannot fly.
know what a kangaroo
I did
was.
not know that. I did not know that. I'm picturing
We had a
Robin
whole
as a
discussion
little
about
other
him.
bird of my kind.
No, we discussed this whole thing about him climbing to the peaks where your people were to try and find you to teach him to fly because Kenku cannot fly.
I did not know that. I was not told that story.
Yes, we talked about it the same night as
When?
he was given to you.
When? I don't believe. Really?
Yes. We discussed
Can I,
this.
oh,
We're very forgetful.
love
Nope, you pushed him. You tried to teach him how to fly.
He goes, I have fulfilled my part of the
You were
bargain.
never a good teacher.
God.
This is why we kept
Okay.
making jokes about the repelling and everything else. It's like wild magic.
Well,
Oh,
but
yeah.
I wouldn't have done that at all. Oh,
yes,
God.
you would have.
We're
No.
doing wild magic surge, so we just need. Thank you for that, Frozen Finder. We just need some magic to happen. So he's like, please, somebody cast magic.
Yeah, I dropped this rope.
Well, the Warlock does have spells. I don't know if the Warlock's got any left after
All right.
you've been burning cantrips or.
We need to rappel down. Let's get out of here.
He probably would have died with the rappel anyway, too. All right.
All right, grabbing
Wow.
rope and rappelling down.
Blaze has already got the rope tied off, and the Dragonborn goes sailing over the edge, rappelling down just like you were taught back in training.
I rappel face first.
Oh my. Make an acrobatics check. I love it. She's running down the wall. Frickin' half-elves always showing off. And you are successful with a 15. It's not the prettiest, but man, she goes down face first like she was taught, running past the Dragonborn who is doing it safely.
I will
How-
also rappel down, just normally.
Yeah, he's like, I follow Brock down, Blaze, boom, boom, boom. Moments later, you're all at the bottom. The Warlock, who was carrying this heavy load of the witch, has managed to, in typical drunken fashion, fall under a controlled way and gets her
Falling
safely
with
down to the
style.
bottom. By the time you guys are all down at the bottom, they have broken through into the room above, and you just make it down to the bottom, Tabaxi, when they cut the rope trying to make you fall. But you fall only a few feet, and it's not a problem for you to land on your feet as a cat.
Ouch.
You are now
Come on,
in the
Robin, let's
garden
go.
below. You look over
get
where
outta here.
Robin is in a tree trying to loose himself, which broke most of the damage, broke most of the branches, as well as his wing and maybe an arm as he fell to the ground. Robin is awake and alive with 1 hit point.
Fair enough. All right.
And he's
Griffin-
cursing in
Griffin's
Scottish.
Well, Griffin's going to see that and be
And
like,
then apologizing to the bird for his failure to fly properly.
He's cursing
Griffin's
in
gonna
Gaelic.
Griff is gonna look at him and say, better luck next time. Now get out of the tree.
This does confirm that there will be a next time.
He
I
falls
have to
down to
roleplay
the
that
ground,
now.
getting himself up to move along with you. His with the broken arm and whatnot, he'll be moving a little less and won't be carrying any heavy loads for any time soon. What do? You can see you are in front of a long path that leads back into the building and out and down the hill towards the main gate. You know, if you go back in the building, you'll probably hit guards, and if you go to the main gate, you'll probably hit guards. What are your thoughts?
There was something about a guardian. I don't know what that is, though.
I don't know. It appears so nice in here. There's nothing but plants and paths and statuary, and it's very relaxing here. Clearly.
Can I try to figure out, like a quick scrambling around or perception check, what I think would be the guardian?
Yeah,
was
you're probably
mentioned?
figuring the statues are alive.
Okay.
They look like various creatures that would maul. But hey, they're cousin cats, so maybe they'll talk to you and just like you.
I don't think so.
You're like,
Oh.
this has every alarm bell for a road going off. It's way too easy to just walk this path amongst these statues, especially when you saw a guardian's question mark. You're like, this is bad.
I don't.
When we came in, did we notice how many guards were at the gate?
We didn't
What-
go
what-
to the gate.
What did
Yeah.
the plan say for getting out?
Do you remember, Mike? Guardians, question mark. So what do you plan to do with that? Question mark. There are ideas, but there was nothing specific to the garden.
Yeah, I know.
That was
Can't
the
remember.
one part that was weak, which is why he was like, send the Arakocra to do, reconnaissance, which you did find the way in with the recon, but he planned on the reconnaissance afterwards that was spying from up above.
Yeah, but we rushed.
Yep.
We could. So, the only plan I can come up with, which is terrible, is to just try to wait for the Guardians to activate and then run to the gate. And
Oh my
hope they
God.
chase us.
You are fast.
Let the Guardians try to fight the guards, and we can get out in the confusion. I can't think of another plan. I don't know what else. That's all
Oh
I can
my
think
God.
of.
Okay.
I don't know. I know.
We ain't got nothing else.
Or we just go fight the guards at the gate. I don't think that sounds good. Like, if you guys get out of the way, I can try to trigger them, lead them, and then we try to get through in the confusion.
Yeah.
So let's hide and allow him to get the guards chasing them in one direction, and then we go in the opposite.
Let's go for that. Why not? Like, distraction or just hide at some point, because we are not going to be able to fight these things head on at all.
Yeah.
So do we think we bring the Guardians to the guards, or the guards to the Guardians? I don't think the Guardians.
You take the guards to the Guardians and then slip out and come back to the gate where we're already heading out.
Okay.
You think
Oh,
that's
man.
gonna work? Wait,
No,
what?
I don't.
If he's
Let's
fast
go
enough,
for
it
it.
will.
I love this plan too much for it to work properly, but it's okay. You guys go hide. I'm gonna start running towards the gate.
Would you like my inspiration?
I also have a golden crit. We might be able to pull this off. If it requires rolls, I don't know. I'm gonna go try to attract the attention of the guards at the gate. And
How are you
look like-
getting there?
You said there was a path towards the gate. Oh,
There
it was
is.
the path to the gate through the
Yep.
Guardian? Okay,
Yeah.
then I'm cool with that too. I'll just try to see if the Guardians come after me.
Literally, so the Tabaxi just goes walking down the middle of the path, looking both sides, when one of the Guardian stone heads turns towards you and says, "Identify."
Ooh.
And then as you continue walking, another one turns its head. This massive stone, half lion-like representation leaps down off of it and starts walking towards him. The other one says identify and looks at you. Do you just keep walking?
I
You
think the
better
only
pick up
thing,
that pace.
yeah, I was gonna say I think the only thing I can do is bolt. I'm just gonna try to bolt past them.
Oh man, I'm stuck with
Disengage.
disadvantage again? Dude. They're punishing me. I'm giving this away
could-
too much. Alright, disadvantage again. Yeah, you guys could give me Strahd dice instead.
No.
I would accept
No.
Disengage, dash, everything I could do. I'm
you
just
can go full tilt. They're not engaged
Yeah,
in battle
I'm
yet,
just-
so you just can go
I'm
full
just
feline.
hauling towards.
Bam! You take off, and there's a total of 4 Guardians. All
my God.
4 do this identify and then leap after him, trying to chase him down, as is their orders. It
gonna keep going
seems like
towards
it's
the
an
gate.
open path for the rest of you as he hauls butt way faster than them because of his feline agility. I'm just assuming you're using it all, right? You're just like,
Yeah, I can't feline agility, but I can see I still move 90 a turn.
your
with
90
just-
is outdoing them, yeah.
Yeah.
So your 90 is fast compared to them.
So then
You're
we're gonna haul balls down that behind him, but way behind him, and to where we need to go to get past the distraction and get out.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I would like the 3 of you, we're going to do a group intelligence check, which means 2 of you have to pass it for me to give you this information. And in fact, you know what? I'm going to let Mike and his Tabaxi come in on it too, because he'd be going down the same path. And we'll turn some dice rolls back on. We saw a 3. We've seen a 10.
I I got a
Seen a
15.
Blaze
12
has a 16.
and a 16.
I got a 15.
Well, no, that's acrobatics.
Oh, that was acrobat. I thought I
Yeah.
did intelligence.
You,
No,
you
I
did.
did
That's a
intelligence.
3. Yeah.
No, that's a 3 under.
Oh,
It's
that's a 3 under. That's a 3.
Oh,
Oh, my
that
bad.
was
My bad.
me.
My bad.
Yeah,
So it's
you're
a
good.
3, a 10, a 12,
Oh,
and a 15.
that's why I was confused. I see it now, yeah.
Okay, so
Okay.
at least half of you, the rules have to say pass it. And with between Blaze and Den of Wolves, what you've discovered, both of you have this simultaneous thought that you can see that little house off in the distance attached to the wall. So the question is, you know that staircase comes under that house and goes out to the wall of shields. It's a long sprint, but you're either doing the long sprint, continuing to bring these things chasing you, Den of Wolves, to the guards, but the rest of you might peel off and go to that house. Now, you didn't see a way to get into the staircase from that house. There might be none. You might be leading yourself to a trap, but it's there as an option.
Yeah, I think that's your guys' call to make because I'm not going to bring them to. I'm going to keep running towards.
Well, I
the
got a
gate
3,
and
so I'm not
distraction.
the
The
one.
Guardians
Style.
and the guards are at the gate. We're obviously not going out the gate.
Mm-mm.
So I say we try to make it to the house.
So
Sounds good to
Let's
me.
do it.
With my 3 roll, so
Blaze
I go
starts-
for it with them.
veered off in a different direction, and of course the Warlock, I'm assuming you took to the skies by now, because otherwise
Yeah,
you'd
but
be
not
moving
like
slow.
not. I'm not talking about high
You're
in the sky
hovering low.
anymore.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's like,
I'm
I
staying
ain't being
low.
a target.
I'm
I'm just-
turfing right now.
He's like, I'm floating next to you guys as best I can. That's it. So, but you also have 50 feet of movement, so you could like.
Who's carrying the witch?
Me, probably.
Oh yeah, with the 16
Yeah.
strength.
Yeah.
I don't know what your regular, how much free weight you have to carry. Do you have the ability to carry about 120 pounds?
Oh, I should be able to.
Because it's on top of all your other stuff, is why I'm saying. Whatever
Yeah.
your armor is and everything.
I'm looking at
Which
my.
says leather
Where,
armor.
where can I see that? Maybe.
Equipment.
Yeah, you guys keep track of your weight on your character
Yeah,
sheet.
I'm only carrying 21 pounds right now.
Oh wow, so you don't even have armor and stuff. Okay.
No, I do. I have leather armor on, but
Their armor weighs more than 20 pounds.
it says 13 pounds. 2 pounds for my rapier.
Leather, yeah.
2 pounds for my
Leather armor
longbow.
Leather armor weighs 10 pounds.
Wow,
Yeah, I got studded leather, so.
dude. All right, so
So yeah, I'm
yeah.
only at 21 pounds. I'm good. I can
Yeah,
carry
and
her.
with a strength of 16, it's 15 before you're encumbered. So 16 times 15, that's 100 plus 3. Yeah, wow. All right, so great. She's literally a fireman carrying the witch, who was knocked unconscious. We're gonna say is still unconscious. Not a whole lot of time has passed. You guys make it down there. In the meantime, Den of Wolves, you have led these guards who were shocked by you running at them and these gigantic stone things chasing you. They try to prepare as best they can for you. They don't care about the stone things chasing you. What is your thought as you approach them? What are your intents?
Zag when they zig.
Basically, because the gate's like an actual gate, like it's a sealed. It's not open by any means.
Correct. Yeah,
Yes.
the wall is probably about 30 feet high.
So my only plan, like my hope was that these guardians are stupid because they're just stone, and that they'll attack the guards too after I run by them. But my only intention is to try to get these guardians to attack the guards and then backtrack towards the house where I'm hoping everyone has already left.
Because of your fast speed, you can reach the guards a long time in first or literally right in front of the guards. What are your thoughts? Because you have so much extra speed above the guardians. Are you trying to like keep this where you're just ahead of them, or are you trying to like outpace
I want to be
them,
like
or-
just ahead of them until we hit the guards, and then I'm just gonna hope that I can just go super speed and
Like
get
the
out of there and they'll
afterburners?
fight each other. Yeah, because I can feline agility, then move 180 feet, and then just run the 90 feet normally.
To ludicrous
Like
speed.
literally, I'm just like trying to like bring these guys to them and hope that they just stay there as I run away. It's not gonna work probably. That's my intent.
Because you leave yourself literally like almost within biting range of these stones, staying just ahead of them and whatnot, the guards who are prepared to attack you weren't expecting this burst of speed. You don't have to use your feline agility. You just can literally, you're switching from literally 50 feet of movement to 90 at the last second because you're just kind of jogging in front of these things compared to what you would normally do. And then you sprint at the last second off at a 90-degree angle, leaving the guards with their weapons down as these gigantic stone things come thundering in, hitting the guards, which plow into the gate, literally just smashing through, knocking down the gate and everything else, crashing into part of the wall, crushing one of the guard houses next to it. In the meantime, you've done 40 feet straight off to an angle, and you notice for the first time that they didn't follow you. You see them in the field on their way towards the small hut, which you know from the Griffin's description. Yeah. So do you want to try and get over towards them, or do you want to go out the gate here? Now, the animals will be picking, the stone gargoyles, they'll be picking themselves all up and stuff, but...
Yeah, I think I just want to try to get back to the house and make sure we're all out, hopefully. So I'm going to go back towards the house.
Within a few minutes, you cross the longer distance, you catch up to them, they went diagonally, so they reach it, and your fast speed, you catch up to them at the house, and it does appear to be like a storage shed for instruments that would cut the... bushes, things like that, groundskeeping shed. But you realize with your rogue senses and what's going on is it's not as deep as it should be. In other words, there's either a solid or a false wall at the back that covers the staircase going down.
Okay. Before anything else, I'd like to say that for the first time in my life, my dad is proud of me in chat.
Oh, is that who that is? Okay.
Oh, no.
And then I'd like to investigate and try to figure out what mechanism opens this wall or relieves this wall.
I will allow you to make a investigation check, and we'll see if you can find something. Is anybody else doing anything now that he's caught up with you? This building wasn't even locked.
Trying to bust through the wall?
I'm just, you know what, for the safety of us all, I'm just going to go ahead and make that a natural 20.
What? You're using a golden crit?
Go.
Yeah. And I want to find this mechanism and get the hell out.
Wait, did I just get slapped with a second disadvantage? No. Okay,
yes,
no,
you
that
did.
that was the first. Yeah, I said that earlier, though. I thought another one popped up. I was like, what?
Oh, yeah, no.
Yeah,
I thought
we
your dad
have
was
wild...
hammering me.
Nope, we have a wild magic. Best dad.
Dude, stop it. I'm gonna have to get a token for mine as well that says I have disadvantage.
Yeah, disadvantage and wild magic are the current things still available.
Oh, we're waiting for a spell. I don't know, Druid, are you casting a spell to get through the wall?
No.
Fireball!
I opened it up.
Tiny little 20-foot building. Fireball! Do it! Do it!
Boom. We'll be okay.
Yeah.
I'm out of spell slots. You can't count.
Are you off, Frozen Finder? I see you writing chow. Thank you if you are. So what are you doing to get through it? Anybody casting a spell?
No.
These guys want to see their wild magic. Nobody's willing to cast a spell.
I do want to find the wild magic, but I want to just get my golden crit 20 to find out how this wall works.
Before we blow it up.
I want to honor the golden crit. I really do. For me to... You know what? There was no way through this wall. This was a solid wall. I am so honoring that golden crit because as Blaze hits into it, you realize the wall, which is literally just built to cover a staircase, is weak at the top. Part of it moved, and you're like, if we get enough strength crashing into this, we can knock this wall down because Blaze hit it once or twice. You would literally just have to get, because again, it's moving at the top, and you're like, man, we could knock this thing right down.
Group ho.
The only problem is that how would you open the secret door from the other side without a parrot?
We have the parrot.
We do? I don't
Yeah,
know.
we wouldn't have left the parrot behind.
I don't know. We leave a living Kenku behind.
We did not.
What?
We told him to get
Not
out
this
of
time.
the
Yeah.
Oh, Robin's falling behind
Not
us.
this time, but other times we have left him behind.
Well,
Like at the
And
tavern.
Bard. All right, so we'll give you this one, and we'll say that for whatever reason, when you were literally going hand over hand down a rope, you somehow carried the dragon parrot with you, or just threw it over the edge and expected it to live. I don't know. This is you guys. I don't borrow anything. You know, fly, bird. You're in a cage, but go ahead and fly.
I was holding it with my tail.
You do not have a prehensile tail. This is not 3rd edition. You don't have the feet, nothing else. We're gonna have to really work on what that tail can do, which is pretty much nothing.
You haven't read my bio.
Oh man.
You do not have a prehensile tail. That is a whole 3rd edition feat, which ran into lots of problems as it was. All right. You there? Together, shove. You guys have enough strength together. You knock this wall down. Using the bird, you open up the secret door on the other side, since clearly we have the dragon parrot. The face on the other side frowns at you in frustration that, you know, you're coming back and forth. And next thing you are is you're in the streets. You can hear the commotion up the street where the guards, and there's some huge row, and it sounds like stones crashing because the statues are all up there fighting and whatnot. You also see that the streets up near there are quickly flooding with guards that are returning from the fire down below. What do you guys want to do?
Run for the ship.
That's right. Extraction mode. Just get to the extraction point.
Do we see a way to get out without capturing anybody's attention? You know, slink down a dark alley.
You got a wonderful street urchin with you. We'll find our way out.
You are okay, street urchin. Go for it. You got the ability to go twice as fast. You know some of these back streets because you've been in the city for weeks. She uses her urchin ability, which gives her inspiration because she's bringing in her background. And you guys relatively quickly, make it back there. Along the way, you start to feel the woman, the witch, wake up.
Oh.
Too much time has passed. You know, just
she's waking up, guys.
Punch her in the mouth.
Oh, God.
I told you enough hits to the head will cause enough brain
trauma. Tail.
Memory.
Did you say you're shoving a gag or feathers in her mouth?
God.
Are we plucking more Arakocra feathers?
Oh God! Well, I guess there's really not much of an option. So
I didn't hear what
You
Brock
can
said.
literally gag her with anything else.
I said punch her in the mouth.
Oh, punch her in the mouth.
She can't talk if her mouth's
with
broken.
my tail.
Oh my gosh. Why?
Hopefully we don't get money deducted with these damaged goods.
I would imagine. I mean, most people, if they're going to tie someone up, they would
have gagged her.
Yeah, like
as well.
I mean, we could just gag her now if we didn't. I mean, it's fine.
We know that she's a witch, so she doesn't necellily. I wouldn't think.
Yeah, we don't want her to be able to move or talk.
We don't want her to be able to talk, so we would have gagged her mouth.
But you didn't, because you guys all got out, so you were on the way down there. She's waking up now as you're boarding the ship.
Well,
and do you want to
we
stop?
are gagging her now, man.
Okay, so you're pulling her off. She's fighting you on the gag a little bit. Her eyes go wide, and she says, "Where's Mars?"
We gag her anyway.
Just like, don't answer the question. Just keep gagging.
You shove the gag in before she can cast a spell on you, and you're at the ship, and you get up on the deck. You see where the metal cage is. That's supposed to be for the witch. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm telling them to stick her in the cage.
They're in the cage.
There you go. Okay.
Dump her in the cage, seal it down, throw the bolts over the top, and she's locked in there, gagged and tagged.
Woo! Yes.
The ship is.
Hopefully, we're pulling out of the docks.
Well,
it should be high tide, pretty much.
Yeah, we're just a little bit ahead of high tide, but they immediately follow your orders and they pull away from the docks. You can still see the smoking ruins of the building over there and whatnot. The witch is fighting inside the cell because she's awake and whatnot, kicking at the things as the ship slowly pulls out to sea. Nobody's stopping you, anything else. You're on deck, and the crew asks you how it went.
We got her?
Mm-hmm.
It was
don't know how to wipe her
verify
memory.
that we have the right person.
What's that?
Ooh.
Is there a way to verify that we have the right person?
The Where's Mars should have been pretty verifying enough.
That's also very true. Where's Mars? We got her.
Well, Mars should be laying down on the upper deck in front of the wheelhouse that, can't be there because the guy is using the wheel to move the ship. They must have
would
moved
have
the
had
body.
to move her. Yeah.
Yeah.
We have to wipe her memory.
Oh, man. We'll keep figuring it out. For now, we'll just keep knocking her out.
You guys head out to sea. You guys clear the city. No problem whatsoever. She's frantically banging at the crate. Nobody's going to talk to her or anything else. You're just ignoring her and leaving her alone.
Well, she's gagged. She can't say much.
Oh, that's it.
Well, one of you guys could go talk to her.
A little bit like this.
There you go. So,
well, if we're out to sea, I will eventually go talk to her because I wanted her gag too when she said, "Where's Mars?" I didn't want to deal with it while we were in the middle of it, but we're in the middle of the sea and she can't do anything else about it.
Once the city is long behind you, you want to choose to pull her out or just like reach down?
No, just try to pull the gag out.
You undo the gag again and whatnot. And the crew, because it needed help, obviously there's somebody else here now too because you killed off some of the crew. The halfling is back on board as well, but they needed to replace the gnome and the dead guy, so there's a new person on the crew as well. And she's complaining about who are you? What are you doing? That you're insane, and where is Mars?
Mars is dead, which is why this plan has gone to shit.
What do you mean Mars is dead?
Thing?
One of you killed him?
I wish at
her?
this point, honestly.
Her? What are you talking about?
It was pretty much suicide. Just accidental.
Uh-huh. Started a bar fight and, bar fight killed her.
Her? Mars is a him.
Ooh.
Not when we talk to it.
This is the Sea Hag, right? This
Yes.
is his
Yeah.
ship.
Correct.
Yeah.
Why am I being held captive?
Weren't we supposed to kidnap you?
That's what the note said.
You don't mean that you have some sort of relationship with Mars?
Of course, we were probably faking a kidnapping to help them get away. Instead, we beat the shit out of her.
She's like, I want to see Mars
wait
now.
a second.
One of the crew who
Someone go
walks
get
up
the
behind
body.
you, she says, Mars, let me out of here. And it's the
Oh,
newcomer
Lord.
she's looking at.
I'm so done
Who
with
just-
everything.
Laughs and he goes, I'm enjoying the show personally. He goes, I think you look pretty good in there.
I still think I want to kill Mars at this point. By the way, I say out loud.
You say I'm the one that killed Mars?
No, because earlier I said at this point I wish I killed Mars. I said I still want to kill Mars. By the way,
He looks at you and he goes, why? He goes, I thought you did fantastic. He goes, why would you want to kill me? He goes, besides,
because
you've gotten away free and clear.
you give me headaches.
What
And I
is
still don't
going
know what's
on
going on.
here?
Who's paying me?
Right?
I need
some
more
money.
drinks.
Mars
Show me
goes
the
and
money!
this
No.
man claiming to be Mars opens up the cage to let her out. Are you gonna let him?
Dude.
What are we? Why not?
At
Whatever.
this point,
What's
he-
even
He
point?
pulls her out and whatnot, unties her and whatnot. And she's like, this? She goes, these are who you hired? And he says,
Yeah, it's really his bad.
Yeah.
He goes-
Yeah.
they needed to be tested somehow. He goes, what better way than getting you out? She goes, this was insane. You realize you didn't have to kill Breck and whatnot. He goes, there was no other way in. He goes, I didn't want them to have to fight through guards. By the way, how did you overcome the guards to get out? He asks.
Which ones?
Yeah.
He goes,
Guards versus guardians. What can we say?
I threw guardians at them.
the witch looks at you and she's like, oh, those were some of my favorite. I built those myself.
I didn't guarantee that they were destroyed.
She goes, well, it's not like
They
I'm
might
never
have
going
won.
back there. She goes, with that idiot. And you immediately catch on that they're talking about the sovereign of Aurice, the city. And in the conversation that ensues, you realize very quickly that Mars and the witch had a previous relationship. And that the confusion of some of the individuals about her being both the girlfriend/wife is because the sovereign of Aurice, who fell for her and decided to have a romantic relationship with her, wanted to then keep her. And as the conversation continues, Mars goes, actually, I made money from both sides. He was kind of done with you. He was kind of afraid to have you around any longer. He feared your power a little bit, he tells his girlfriend and whatnot. And she says, well, that's all right. I was done with him anyway. She goes, I was actually debating on whether or not I was going to let him keep any of the city at this point.
Oh.
And you realize that this is probably why the sovereign wanted her gone. But Mars, on the other hand, who knew her, when he figured who she probably wasn't sure that they had left on the right footing. Hence why he hired all of you to pick her
What
up.
the twist?
Ah.
There is no going to the Heavenly City, and he would like to know where you would like him to drop you all off.
Wherever we're going to get our money.
Well, we're going to have to figure that out.
He takes you below decks to pay you, and you realize that below decks, when you walk down the main stairs, you're in that crew quarters, which I told you was nice and neat and orderly and room for all these crews. Unlike the exterior of the Sea Hag, the interior is completely different. Once you pass that in that first room, it's gorgeous. The ship is spotless. It's pristine. Literally, it's just the outside of the ship that they leave looking like this, you realize, so that they can easily get into ports without being noticed. And not only is the ship not everything that it seems, well, neither is Mars. As you quickly realize when you're taken into the captain's quarters, and Mars, who takes on the form of a woman again, is a changeling. Mars never really died at all. Mars just didn't want to go with you on this trip for fear of what his woman might say when she saw him. They had left on some questionable circumstances, which is why she was so hot and looking for Mars right off the line.
So then my heal did work.
It did.
Guys,
It
we have a
absolutely did.
serious healer
In fact,
now.
Mars says, he goes, I didn't expect to have to use feigned death to just try and, fool you further, but once you cast a heal on me, I had no choice, which is why you saw a decrepit corpse start forming quickly. It was a feigned death amulet that he goes, I usually have to use this in case of emergencies. I didn't really plan on that with all of you. By the way, wasn't there a Kenku with you last I saw you?
Nope.
He's up
Who's
on the
still
top
with
there.
us?
Please.
Nope. Never heard of him.
Did the Kenku make it onto the ship?
Goose!
Yeah.
Yes, of course he did. Barely.
Are Kenku's slow?
Barely. But yeah.
I don't know.
Not-
Sometimes you
not
guys
the
just
Kenku's
seem to
slow.
forget about the Kenku. So
Well, we told the Kenku to follow us, so unless it's slow, it would have made it on the ship. I'm okay
Listen.
with either option, honestly.
Listen, Robin does not leave Griff's side. He is contractually obligated to be with him at all times. I will say
wanna
that
see
for the
this
future.
contract.
I will make the contract, and I will show everybody. This is for just clan relations with Arakocra and whatever Cancun's or whatever. So
Also, he did not do a flat fall, a straight fall coming off that ledge. It was more of a flat spin.
God, this is not any. We are not renaming him. His
That would
name
be
is Robin.
interesting.
Goose!
No, his name is Robin Goose. Come on.
Oh my God, this show is a goose egg.
He's your wingman.
Yeah.
Oh my Lord, the puns are just not going to stop. All of you get 5 plot points for solving the riddle, for figuring out what it is, for getting out in one piece more or less, and leaving the
For
place in
not
a shambles.
stabbing him at the end.
For not killing her. Oh my gosh, you know what? for actually overcoming and not killing her, which was an option in the game. I had no idea.
Did we kill anything this game?
We didn't kill anybody.
That's impressive.
Just the guards at the front gate, but they only took damage. We're not going to have them die.
We didn't kill the Guardians did.
Exactly. We didn't do anything with that.
I only pulled the trigger. I didn't kill anybody. The bullet killed somebody. I just
Exactly.
pulled the trigger.
Exactly.
Yeah. That logic always makes a good sense. If I lead the Guardians into the guards full speed and somebody dies, it's not my fault.
I have no idea why they went there.
So, at the end of this, having solved this, you are not only level 3, but they are considering you, Mars says, as having completed your first mission on your own without supervision. So you successfully made the objective. You kidnapped her, got her out, and you are now being paid appropriately.
So you're saying we're basically gods?
Yep.
You are level 3. You must choose your subclass now. Have that prepared for next session. You can level up as a long rest on this trip, where he will drop you off at either, since he can't fly and get you up to the Heavenly City, he can drop you at the city beneath the Heavenly City, the city in shadow, or at one of the other ports. Personally, she wants to go to the Freelands on the other side of the continent. But one of the things that Mars does give you is a message stone each. This message stone is all linked to one that your employer will use to contact you wherever you are, even if you get separated. So just keep it on you at all times, and when they summon you or give you something to do, make sure that you're there.
Avengers assemble.
Kind of it. That's kind of it. There we go. It is not Robin Goose the Kenku. Stop it. I just read that.
What are you talking? That looks great. Rolls off the tongue nice.
You know, if somebody wanted to rename you, how would you feel?
It's not a rename. You're just adding more names. Come on, it's like a middle name. Or a
It's a
last
nickname,
name.
obviously. That's why
Exactly.
it's like that.
It's our call sign.
The name is Robin the Kenku,
painted
but
down the side of his
nickname
arm.
is Goose.
Each of you
It's
has
a
been
lot of
paid
birds.
100 gold, given a
That's
message
cool.
stone, and given as a special thank you. You know what? I'll talk to you guys about that one privately and see if we want to do
Okay.
it.
Ooh,
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, that one
Yeah.
I'll do off stream. So, hey, we're going to sign off from there. Go ahead, shout out to everybody real quick, and then we'll hit the end and we'll log off because we already went an hour over.
I'll go first. It'll be pretty quick. Pretty much, guys. Listen, I've got nothing else. This is the place to be if you want to see me. So please come back. We love having you. We love the discussions you guys have, obviously, in the chat, because God, you guys are good tonight. But other than that, I hope everyone's doing well and staying positive and all that kind of good stuff. And I can't wait to see you guys next week. I'm gonna send it off to Mike.
Like I said earlier, and the people who weren't here earlier, I stream at twitch.tv Oreo/OreoXWolf. And if you go to my Twitter tomorrow, there will be a post on my schedule for this week. And like I said, I stream mainly Smite and occasionally roguelike games for the most part. And thank you for everyone for watching, especially my dad, who's been so proud of me. And especially thank you to everyone who's been sabotaging Sean, because you understand the players are more important. Anyways, Kat, what would you like to say?
Oh my God.
I had fun today for me instead of tonight for you guys,
Yeah.
being that we're in Guam. And, I'm just looking forward to figuring out my character here at level 3 because, you get to add so much fun stuff to it. So take it away, Mr. Brock.
I had a blast tonight, guys. Good job playing. Great interaction with everybody in chat. Appreciate the help you guys threw out to us. We're moving along pretty quickly here, so yeah, it's going to take some character adjustment here, but bear with us, and we'll keep showing up if you keep showing up.
Amen to that. Thanks for joining our game. Not just listening, not just watching, but truly joining and changing it. So I am now the DM with disadvantage. Other than that, I think that's about everything. We're going to be raiding tonight Brizzy. They do a D&D stream as well, and I believe they're streaming tonight, so we'll be going over there in just a few seconds. I want to thank you all for being with us here tonight. You really made this a blast for us. I'm DM Sean. This is our channel together, Plot Points, and I want to thank each of you for watching. Whatever table you're playing at, make it the best table possible. Make some amazing memories and even better friendships. God bless, friends. Happy gaming wherever you're at. Let's go raid. Remember to hype it up. Lots and lots of hype as we go in there.